The news keeps being like the news being over the last few weeks. I'm going to have to start doing this podcast on Monday. Like, I can't be doing this podcast on Thursday right before the weekend. I feel like every week I'm just like, oh God, what is it now? What have you done now, video games?
I don't know what it is about game news lately, but they're like, Thursday seems like a good idea to do things now. You're like, when did this come from?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you people?
Anyway, welcome back to the RageSelect podcast here on RageSelect. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mike.
I'm gonna try to rein in my crapulence because every week I get the podcast ready and then I read through all the stories right before we start, and I don't think it's like marathoning. I don't know, fucking Game of Thrones to the end all the way every week, because I'm just like, okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. What the fuck are you doing? Wait, what the fuck is that? Wait, I hate this. I hate this. Oh, God.
Yeah, the only problem is there isn't nearly enough nudity in the news.
Maybe that's what I need. I need an overlay in my browser that just puts like naked ladies on the left-hand side where all those, every website's got that dumb bar, like it's an app or something.
Yeah.
Like I need to go to settings on fucking IGN. Anyway.
Well, that's why I get my news from the topless news lady.
That's right.
Is that still a thing? I think that's still a thing.
I think it's still a thing, but they don't do gaming news. It's just like world news. Maybe that's it. We need to retire RageSelect. Just get a lady to read it. I'll figure out all the news, but then I get to film a lady without a top on. That's kind of weird.
It's just going to be Matt.
It's going to be Matt with a top. Anyway, all right. This is already going into some strange directions. We got a lot of news. We got a Capcom Spotlight. We got Grand Theft Autos. We got Steam machines. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's all there.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
But not in good ways somehow? I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole
We'll get to it when we get to it.
I'll tell you what. Before we get to that, let's take a little detour. Michael, I watched 4 movies in sets of 2s.
Interesting.
With different themes. So I'm going to give you the flow chart this week, all right?
Okay.
Sort of. I'm going to give you one choice. Do you want to hear about fashion or do you want to hear about couples?
I'm more interested in the fashion part because I want to see what you say about this.
Okay. I watched 2 movies about fashion. I watched I Love... Fuck, what's the name of that movie? The Boots Riley movie that just came out. I keep forgetting the name. It's I Love Boosters. Boosters. I Love Boosters. And then I also watched Mother Mary.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I watched The Devil Wears Prada too.
Oh, no. Come on, man. I'm not looking for that fucked up shit over here.
I was going to be surprised if that was the case.
Yeah.
I love Glenn Close.
For anybody who doesn't know, so I Love Boosters is Boots Riley's latest movie. It's a guy that did Sorry to Bother You. It's about a bunch of ladies stealing clothes from Demi Moore, and then it just goes fucking crazy, like you would expect if you've seen Sorry to Bother You. You know what I'm talking about.
Every
when the movie
time.
starts and you're like, okay, and as it keeps going, you're like, what?
I can't help it.
Wait, what?
I don't think any movie I've seen from him is like that. But I've only seen I think 2 of his other movies.
Those are the only 2 movies he's ever done.
Yeah. Okay, then that is the only one I saw.
but yeah, I watched a trailer for it. It was like it's like a maximalist surrealist masterpiece. Like this idea that the title comes from the fact, I don't even know if this is a real thing, where it's like these ladies that they'll go in and they steal a bunch of clothes and then they sell them back in their own community for like 30% of what they would be in the store.
I don't think that's a real thing because they would have been arrested by now, if that makes sense. Like that would be easy to catch them.
Yeah. It's got let me see if I can it's got Keke Palmer plays the lead. I know that they brought in Keith Stanfield is back with a smaller part than in the last one. But it's also got Naomi Aki, Taylor Page, Poppy Lou, Eliza Gonzalez, and as I said, it's also got Will Poulter, Don Cheadle, and Demi Moore. So it's a pretty big film. It totally didn't make its budget back. Like it came out, didn't make nearly enough money. Really interesting movie.
It's a very hard sell, but so was his first movie.
So was the first one. In fact, that first one, I remember it came out, and I feel like everybody just kind of glossed over it. And then as the years went by, people were like, you really need to go watch this movie. And I'm like, what's it about? I'm like, I'm going to tell you. You really need to go watch this movie.
I remember being super interested in it before everybody else told me to go watch it. And luckily, it turned out I don't want to use the word good per se, but it turned out to be enjoyable because I still don't really know what the fuck happens at the end of that movie, even while having watched that movie.
Boy,
it's like, and so when I heard he was making another movie, I was just like, because I saw the trailer for it in theaters.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this looks fucking batshit insane. And then I saw who it was made by, and I'm like, well, that makes sense.
Yep.
And then I've heard the most mixed things about this one as well.
I mean, the thing is that I think it depends on whether, like, and I'll tell you what, this goes for that Mother Mary thing as well, because that's kind of a very strange concept, but like, you just got to be along for the ride, man. Like if you fight this movie, you will have a bad time because it doesn't make. There's a lot of points where it's like I don't understand anything that's going on here, and I don't know it's because it's from like a cultural reference that doesn't apply to white suburban video game man Jeff.
No, yeah.
As opposed to black female like California people, fashion people, but. It could also just be surrealist nonsense that doesn't apply to anybody.
Well, it reminds me of the way the world works in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Like where you're like, well, how does this make sense?
Yes.
But in a different type of setting.
But yeah, I mean, I was transfixed. I never knew where it was going to go next. And I was just like, I can't. And then things would keep happening. And I was like, what? Like just constantly going like, okay, because it starts out with the concept that I told you about, and it turns out that the main character is like she makes her own fashion design. She's really interested in the stuff, and that to me more plays this kind of like fashion mogul sort of kind of Devil Wears Prada, Anna Wintour type of thing, and then that like. She really kind of admires her, but they also like to steal her clothes a lot. And there's all kinds of weird stuff. Like if you've seen it,
they steal with love, essentially.
In the trailer, a little bit. In the trailer, you've seen these parts where you see these stores that are all just one color.
Yeah.
And she's like, "We have these stores, and they all each sell one color. And if you want a different color, you got to go to a different fucking store."
Oh, that explains a lot. I was wondering what was going on with that.
Yeah, but it was good. I mean, it moved quickly. It was interesting. It was visually fantastic. I definitely think that it's a very specific vibe. Like, I would not recommend it to everyone.
No. Even when I watched the trailer, I looked at my girlfriend at the time going, I don't know if I want to watch that one. Not because I don't like, any of these actors, actresses and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it just doesn't look like it's for me specifically.
If you're open to it, if like I would say if you watch the trailer and you get to the end and you go, I'd like to see what that's about. I'd say you probably give it a try and you'll probably have a good time. If you get to the end and go like, what the fuck was that? Then like, no, move on. Just go. There's other movies for you.
There's other things out there.
But
go watch Garfield or whatever.
In fact, goddamn, for anybody who's seen this, but I will tell you off the mic, but like, there's a thing that happens with Lakeith Stanfield in this movie that I was just like, oh, there's that shit like at the end of Sorry to Bother You, where you're like, what?
I don't want to spoil it in case any of you have not seen Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking... If I gave you not a million, if I give you like 30 guesses, I doubt you would have come up with what happens what happens in that movie.
You could probably watch the trailer and you could probably figure out the first 20 minutes. But then from there on, like...
Nope. Absolutely not.
We're going off the rails. Anyway... I spent all my time on that. I'll just say Mother Mary is Anne Hathaway, and I don't know the other actress's name. And it's like I think it got kind of bad reviews.
I vaguely heard about this movie.
Michaela Coel. I don't know. People probably know her from there was that one movie called
yeah, I've seen her before. She was in Wakanda Forever at one point. Yeah, I know she showed up in something else, but I can't remember what it was that I saw her in. It was like a show, I think.
Oh, she's been in some shows. She's been in some movies.
What was it? Okay, according to this, it might have been a Black Mirror episode that I'm thinking
of. There's that chewing gum show. I think a lot of people might have seen her.
I've seen her pop up. Like, anyway, she's got a face that you're like, okay, I know who that is, but you don't know well enough.
Real weirdly small movie. It turns out that she's like a fashion designer, and Anne Hathaway is basically Lady Gaga crossed with Taylor Swift, and she shows up at her house and is like, I need you to make me a dress for my comeback performance. And the two of them obviously had some kind of relationship, and they just start kind of going back and forth and talking to each other in kind of veiled ways where I was like, what the fuck is going on between these two people? And so it's very weird. It's got some kind of supernatural stuff to it. It is a small, quiet movie that that has some interesting bombastic stuff, but if you go in with high expectations, again, you will be disappointed. The best way to go into this one is just to be like, I'll give this a shot. And you know, I told my dad this several years ago, Michael, if you're watching a thing at home and you don't like it, turn it off.
Yeah, you can just stop it.
Just turn it off and put on something that you do like. There's no reason for you to stay here. There's no reason for you to hate watch 4 seasons of a show or 2 hours of a movie.
You don't have to watch all of Gotham if you don't like Gotham type of thing. It's like you can stop at any time, man.
Anyway, that was my journey. Maybe I'll talk about the other one some other time. Michael, what do you got?
Well, I'm going to bring up one that I watched a while back, actually, which is I watched Masters of the Universe.
Goodness.
The movie. Not the first original. Actually, I did watch that movie ages ago. I haven't watched that movie in a very long time.
With the fried chicken subplot?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that one in a while. But now I've seen the newest Masters of the Universe film.
Yep.
Which stars, I don't know the lead's name, but Jared Leto plays the bad guy, and it's got Idris Elba as man-at-arms and stuff. I thought it was enjoyable. It's a perfectly fine film. It's nothing to be like, this is incredible type of thing. Because it really depends on like how stupid you're willing to accept, I guess, if that makes sense.
Alison Brie is Evil Lynn?
Yes, and she plays it so incredibly insane because she plays it kind of like a masochist that's into Skeletor's weird shit.
Okay,
it's actually kind of like, I actually found myself being like, oh, she is into this shit.
She's bringing her own spin on it.
But the plot of it is that like it starts in Eternia. Adam is like a young boy, but Skeletor takes over Eternia, and so he's sent to Earth for his safekeeping. But he loses the Sword of Power, which is his way home,
right,
on his way to Earth somehow.
Yeah.
So he spends the first like 10, 15 to 20 minutes of the movie just being like, I need to find this fucking sword on like medieval like forums over and over again. Just like, tell me if you know where the sword is, because since people can't like replicate it or whatever.
Sure.
And he works in HR, and he's got he, him as his pronouns, which is a great joke. Eventually he finds it in like a comic shop that has like a barbarian guy holding it, like in a statue. He steals it, but the second he steals it, apparently the sword tells everybody where he is, and then he gets saved pretty much like right after that, which is great. I was happy that sequence doesn't last as long as it could have.
Okay.
Eventually, he shows back up to Eternia, finds out shit's fucked, and it's up to him to maybe stop it.
Yeah.
But what's great about the movie that I kind of liked is the messaging of the film is the idea that, like, well, maybe not violence is always the direct answer to everything.
Okay.
Unless it's the only answer, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, because the main thing is like it's a very stupid movie, and it knows it.
I hate this so much. I hate everything you're saying. It's like my enjoy or my potential levels are just going down and down and down.
Well, it's just like it's a perfectly fine film. Again, like like I said, it's like it's got an 80s cartoon message by the time it's done, essentially. And I thought it was fun. Like, it's not a terrible film, but it's not like I'm not going to be like, it was the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, no, this was a fun time. You know, I really enjoyed watching a man say I have the power and beat up a bunch of people. That was pretty fucking cool. Okay. And there's just some fun stuff in it here and there, but like, I'm actually kind of disappointed that it might not get a sequel because it feels like a movie that's like, if you build on top of this, I think you would get a really good movie. Mm. But as is now, I feel like this is just enough introduction to get like somewhere. Yeah. But I think it's a fun time, and it does use the What's Going On song at one point.
Yeah, I hate that song so much. I hate it so much.
He's not like karaokeing it or anything. So unlike the Street Fighter movie, apparently.
I went to I used to go to a karaoke bar all the time, even though I hate karaoke, because my friend of mine used to go there, and I used to know he would always be there every night, so I could always go hang out with him. And so I have heard a million dumb white women screech "What's Going On" at 2:00 in the morning after a billion Cosmos. I hate that song so much now.
So my favorite thing is that the place I do karaoke at, one of the rules is you cannot do what's going on unless you give me $50 is what it says. But I
wish.
discovered that the Fabulous Secret Powers is on that list, and he didn't know that. Which he didn't know that was the He-Man version of that song.
Oh, boy.
And so I sang it to troll him as hard as I could.
Okay.
And I hurt my throat.
Of course. Well, with that, let's go ahead and jump in because we got a lot to go over this week. Capcom Spotlight. There wasn't a lot to this. We're going to kind of just zap right through this. There's a new side story that was added to Monster Hunter Stories 3 about Rudy the Palico, who's the... I mean, I grew to tolerate him by the end of the game, but it's a big tie-in to the other Monster Hunter Stories characters, which I don't really like because they don't look anything like the characters in the new one.
Oh, okay.
They look like a drawing that came to life or something. But it's there. There's also some new. There's some new stuff. There's some like what they call like royal monsters are in there. They have little crowns over them that are harder. And then apparently, if you go back to the end of the game and you redo the final boss, is like there's like a new game. There's like a hard mode for the final boss.
Oh, okay.
Then all of the monsters end up being these royal versions of the monsters, so it just makes the game like way more challenging if you want to do that.
I'm a little disappointed that they're not actually wearing crowns.
Yeah, yeah.
He meant that there's like an icon above them that's a crown.
Yes.
So I was picturing a Rathalos with a tiny crown on their head.
No,
it makes me sad. That's not what it is.
But yeah, I mean,
fix it, Capcom.
if you're into that, you could do that. They also talked about Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance. There was nothing in here that we hadn't seen before. It was mostly just footage from that same trailer.
Yeah, it's just them mentioning, hey, we're doing master ranks again. So good luck, guys.
Yeah. From there, they did that Capcom thing that they like to do, Michael, where they just, said that they were doing Code Veronica again.
No, they just showed... That was just the trailer.
Yes.
Without the beginning chunk.
Yep. And then after that, they had a commercial for Resident Evil Requiem, which with nothing new, only the amiibos at the very end.
I forgot there's amiibos for
Apparently,
that game.
if you scan the amiibos, you can get some really ugly gun skins. I don't know why anybody would want the fucking Requiem to look like a Nerf gun, but if that's what you're into, it doesn't even look like a cool
That's
one.
a very Nintendo thing.
If they had a yellow version that looked like those Nerf guns, that actually looked like the actual Nerf guns, that'd be great. But this is like teal.
I also forget the Switch version isn't out yet. The Switch 2 version is.
Yeah.
Isn't, which is why I forget there's amiibos coming out for it.
Yep. There's also they're doing there's like a 30 years of Resident Evil exhibit in Japan, and they're also doing the symphony that they're putting in probably 3 cities. That's incredibly hard to get to.
That's the thing. Every time that Nintendo or Capcom are like, by the way, there's this really cool thing that's not anywhere near you in any shape, way, or form.
Yeah,
it's like fuck you. It's like god damn it.
So yeah, that's a thing. They did talk. Probably the thing they talked the most about here was Dragon's Dogma 2: Dark Arisen, because that was kind of lumped into the announcement that Dragon's Dogma 2 was coming to the Switch too.
Yeah, that's right.
So they didn't actually they showed it, and when they showed the title, we realized that that's a thing, but they didn't really talk about it very much.
That was, I remember when during the announcement, people were surprised, like, oh, with the confirmation of DLC, but nothing else.
Yeah. So they talk about it here. They talk about there's a few new things they're adding. Okay, so there's a new like kind of Norse frozen area with a new kind of bad guy. I won't go into the specifics for people who don't want to know. Some new bosses, some new types of enemies, obviously, and then new skills that you can add to your class. There's also a new equipment system where you can get I can't really tell for sure because I was just having to look at the screen, but it looks like you can collect this currency, the thing you can cash in for like gotcha rolls on legendary weapons, basically.
Also, by the way, for Jeff's joke for Game of Thrones, there's a lot of dragons in here, so he does get the dragons. There are a lot of
dragons. There are a lot of dragons. But they're also adding in some new stuff for the main game, like some new challenges, and there's some new character options, bunch of different stuff in the main game.
That's fun.
In fact, they already put out one patch that added more quick travel and more quick travel points and an infinite quick travel use item, which I'm a little weirdly bummed out about because that was kind of one of the things the game wanted you to do.
That was the thing I remember that about when it first came out. People were like, "You only have so many," and it was kind of was insane for some people.
Yeah, and then also this new update is going to add. Like 3 save slots. That was another thing that was a big thing. Is like if you create a new character, you got to wipe out your old character. There's no getting around that. So
that's actually not a bad idea, especially for a game like this.
The other cool thing is that right now it's like you get the 4 face buttons, and you can map a skill to each of the 4 face buttons. And now they're going to add triggers in as well, so you get 6 skills that you can use instead of 4, which is a pretty big.
It's a very smart idea, though.
Pretty big thing. A lot of this apparently were things that happened in the Dark Arisen DLC for Dragon's Dogma 1.
Yeah, which I always forgot about. I never played the first one.
Yeah.
So I forgot it even had that.
I played the first one, but then I didn't play the DLC. So yeah, here's making new stuff with new items, but they show off a few new like moves that you can do with some of the weapons that I only recognize because I've been playing the game again.
Yeah, Jeff was obsessed with this game when it first came out.
Yeah, and I played about through half of it to get ready for the DLC. In fact, it's really weird because then at the end they have this there's this new dark dragon that's on the cover. It doesn't have a heart.
It's really cool looking. It's pretty horrific.
Yeah, it's like an undead zombie dragon. But then in this place you see this. They showed it briefly in the trailer. This lady that is. She's turns to you and is like, I gotta do this, and it shows the Arisen putting their hand up, and it's like, well, wait, that's what happens at the beginning of Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
I don't know. This is a very weird franchise.
Cool, I guess.
But they didn't show anything about there's gonna be new subclasses, obviously, but they didn't show them. They did show a couple of new abilities for existing subclasses. But
some pawn adjustments.
Yep, there's a bunch of different stuff. That second thing at the end of August is going to add a few. I mean, they talked about the save slots. Also, apparently, Dragon's Plague now makes your pawns really, really powerful.
Interesting.
So you've got a kind of a risk reward where they also are adding a specific thing to cure your pawns of Dragon's Plague instead of just murdering them and sending them away.
Yeah, those were really the only options you had.
So you can feed them a potion to cure it. So the idea is you could have them get infected with Dragon's Plague and then use them as a powerful fighter, but then you're always rolling the dice every time you go to sleep about whether they're gonna fuck you or not. So
at any minute they're just gonna murder the shit out of everything.
Yeah, but it looks like they're doing. Basically they're doing a lot of good work. With this, it's so strange to me that Dragon's Dogma 2 is getting all of this large DLC, quality of life updates.
What, it came out a year or two ago?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Something like that. It's pretty old now at this point. Because the problem is my time stuff is getting all fucked. Because I recently saw something that I swore was last year, but it turns out it was 3 years ago.
2004.
Okay,
yeah,
2 years ago. That was a good while back then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but yep, that's happening.
Good for Dragon's Dogma fans.
Yep, I am one. I will be happy when it comes out. Then we're just ads. Devil May Cry 5 on the Switch 2, Street Fighter 6 DLC that we already know about. And
this trailer of Yasmin was also already shown.
Yep, the Pro Tour 2026. We got a real brief little teaser snippet of the Street Fighter movie, which I don't know. I can't.
I don't know. It's another movie that's look, this is going to be stupid.
Yeah.
So you're either in with that or you're not, type of thing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't know. So I'm gonna watch it though.
It looks so cartoony. I've always considered Street Fighter to have a little. I've always considered Mortal Kombat to be kind of the cartoony one.
Yeah.
And but this one looks just as cheesy as the fucking Van Damme movie. It looks just as cheesy as that.
It does, but at least this time we'll see people's moves.
Yeah, better visuals, slightly better visuals.
I will miss Jean-Claude Van Damme speech about Bison, though.
Yes.
We are coming for you, Bison.
I don't know. No, I don't care what David Dalmatian does. You cannot beat Raul Julia's and Bison. It
No.
is fucking iconic in a way that nothing else is.
There's a reason why that man is referenced to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way you can top his Bison.
No way.
He could do every Bison move in the entire game, and I will still be like, no, Raul Julia still did better. I don't give a fuck. He could do it in real life, and I still think it would be Raul Julia.
What I want is I want them to add the voice line of, like, it was the most important day of your life, but for me it was Tuesday to the game. I want that in the game.
I would be cool with that.
So, we got another... I don't know. They talked about Onimusha. There's not a lot here. They just mostly kind of showed a little bit more footage. To be honest, after playing the demo, like, you're not getting a lot here that's not in the demo outside of there's a few boss fights.
It's mostly just footage of later points in the game.
Yeah.
But the demo really does a great job at selling the game.
Yeah, they did I'll be honest, they did like a fight. They did a little extended gameplay sequence where they showed a fight, and I have to be honest, I had to skip through this because I was trying to watch this. This came on like right before we started recording.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I know how Onimusha looks. Thank you very much. I will come back to this later, but
it looks really good. And it's out pretty soon.
Yeah, I think it's September. It's in September with everything else. But yeah, if you haven't played it, you can go check out that demo. And I'm pretty sure that was it. There's a Capcom digital sale, and that was it. And there's a survey.
And by it, he means the Capcom thing, not the podcast. You're not allowed to leave.
25 minutes, podcast over. Mostly talking about movies.
Yeah, it turns out. I
But
also forgot to mention that Jared Leto as Skeletor surprisingly is the best thing about that film.
oh, there you go. But yeah, so not a whole shitload there.
No.
I mean, like, mostly just Dragon's Dogma 2. Everything else was like things we already know about. I guess that Rudy DLC.
The Rudy DLC, if you're really excited for Monster Hunter Stories.
But if you're
3.
keeping up with this stuff, especially if you watch Summer Games Fest, you've already seen all this. Like,
well, yeah, even the Veronica thing was a shortened version because it doesn't have the intro like cutscene sequence
I
that
think
they had.
the Monster Hunter expansion trailer was shortened from what they showed. It was really just truncated everything. So
yeah, well, that's the Capcom's good at. Even when Capcom had an E3 presentation, they still did that.
Yes,
and they had to pay for that.
Yes, Capcom. I like Capcom a lot right now, and I like the games that they make. But they still don't know how to do a fucking presentation to save their goddamn life.
No,
they're always terrible. And we didn't even get the backhanded. Here's a title for what the Resident Evil Requiem DLC is going to be.
No,
so I was
which
expecting
was nice
that
at the time,
the very least.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got 15 minutes. Let's see how much Grand Theft Auto we can get through.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're gonna spend 15 minutes on just this part, I think.
Yep. Okay. So the question on everybody's mind: Grand Theft Auto 6. How much is Grand Theft Auto 6 going to cost? And the answer is $100.
Sort of.
Yes. The answer is $80 for regular and $100 for premium. Now, normally, when a game costs $100 for premium, that means it comes with like a season pass where they're going to put out DLC.
It comes with something usually that involves the differences between the two.
Mm-hmm.
That like the season pass, some sort of early access type thing. Those are the two main ones that we get nowadays.
Couple of costumes, some extra guns, whatever.
One emote, I guess.
Yep. There is a lot that you are not getting for that $20 this time.
And it's kind of insane.
Yes. There are several stores in the game that will not be open.
Yeah. Apparently, you have to have a specific membership in the game, technically.
Tattoo parlors, clothing shops, car stores.
Yeah.
Like car customization stores, weapon customization stores. Now, I got to be honest, Michael, a lot of this doesn't really apply to me because I always I
don't really there's a lot of these things I don't use.
In Monster Hunter 3 Wilds, in the trailer, they showed like this kind of this character because it has all this customization. I'm just like, I put it as default, and one time I tried to change her hair, and I was like, no, put it back to vanilla. I want all the number ones options. So I play Cyberpunk with the base V. I play Monster Hunter 3. I don't need all of these things, but it's a real shit show.
Well, it's a bummer for the rest of the people in the world who do, because I'm not going to use. But there's a lot of cool stuff in here that I want to use that aren't related to customizations on the person.
Haircuts, boats,
cars, like outfits that I probably would use.
There's also this like gang compound. It's raid the compound of Southside Vice City's loudest and most socially active gangs and escape safely to score some special items and distinct contraband. That sounds like some kind of like replayable roguelike thing.
And then there's the cars thing, which I would probably do a lot because I like the older car variants that these games tend to give you.
Yeah, the classic car stuff. It's weird because, okay, we talked about this yesterday, but I'm just going to say it again. Michael's already heard this, but you guys haven't heard this yet.
You guys haven't heard this yet.
They wanted this to be $100.
Yes.
They were firmly saying this game is going to cost $100, and you fuckers are going to lap that shit up. And then everything happened, and it was like, you are actually in a position where if you make Grand Theft Auto $600, people will be like, I don't play that game more than I want my grandma to be alive, but like I don't have $100 fucking dollars.
That is
for
the
a
main
video
problem.
Game.
The economy is in shambles is the actual issue here.
Yeah,
because every time they asked Strauss Zelnick, how much is this thing going to be? They just kept looking at their arms and their legs, going, I don't know.
Yeah,
and then it was pretty obvious that this was his plan, his original plan. But then everything, and I do mean everything, went up in price.
Yeah,
the controllers, consoles,
yep,
weird web cameras, that kind of thing. And he's like, "Oh, I can't make as much money if it's minimum $100." But they couldn't figure out how to make it premium with like type of thing.
Well, normally it would be DLC.
Yeah.
Normally it would be The Lost and the Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony is why you pay the extra $30 on top of the thing. But they didn't do that. And they're obviously, we'll get to it, not going to do that here again. And I think this, to be honest, the more I thought about this, because again, like I said before, it's probably not going to affect me all that much. And if the game is as good as it is, it would almost be better if I didn't know that this version existed, because I just play the game and be like, outside of the fact that when you pulled up the tattoo parlor, it'd be like, sorry, you can't go in here. Do you want to go to the PlayStation store and buy fucking $20 season pass?
That would really rub the salt even more, as every time you walk up to it, it goes PlayStation store?
Yep.
PlayStation store?
Yep. But the idea of developers, like, they've tried this in the past.
Yes.
And we don't fucking like this.
It's not a good
Asura's
thing.
Wrath did this. Mass Effect 2 did this with their fucking EA Game Pass prequel. That one fucking alien dude. Whenever they lock, like, the shit is sitting right there in the single player video game, and they're like, but you can't have it, plebeian. Give me extra money to open that door, fucker.
It's
like
so insane.
Oh.
And because we're in a weird, because they can't make it more premium, because like what else are they going to add to it to make it more premium? If they would have got away with it probably more, if they're like, if it was only the vehicles and maybe some of the clothes, but outside of that, I think that once you go past that point, it gets worse.
No, you know what? You know how they could have gotten away with this? I would be honest with you right now. It would have been a little galling, but if you took all of this stuff and you said, if you order the collector's edition, once you unlock your garage, you have these extra cars. You have these extra outfits. You have like they do. But the idea that like the store in the game is locked because you're too poor for the fucking $100 version of this game. That's the thing. It's like an optics thing where there's a way to do this that wasn't so fucking galling.
There's also, I was reading through some of their explanations for it. Some of the items you don't get, it said till late game.
Yep.
Which is also dumb.
Yep. It's not even all there. It's like doled out over the course of the game. So it's like what they did, I think, was they wanted it to be $100, and they just went in and they were like, okay, we'll lock that, and 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 those two, and that one over there, and then make that $100. So it really does cost $100.
I think the other thing they probably could have done, but they might, and I bet you they were thinking about doing it based on some past news stories we did in the past, was somehow bundling Grand Theft Auto 4 as like a special, because they've done that with the Call of Duties. Like if you buy the super version of Call of Duty, you get like the remaster of 4 that we did for free type of thing. They could have done something like that, but I guarantee you that game's not done, whatever they're doing.
But then they put out Grand Theft Auto 3 remaster, and that would be like that would just bring up some salt. There's some wounds. We gotta clear out these wounds, man. They got too much salt in them.
The only way to make it right is to do the same thing make a Grand Theft Auto 5 Definitive Edition,
Yep.
where everybody looks exactly like they do in that game.
And you know what? They should just give you 4 copies of Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, here you go. What don't you own Grand Theft Auto 5 on? Here's a bunch of codes. Just use them wherever.
Every
man.
version of Grand Theft Auto 5 you can get from the 360 until now.
Yep.
Here's every one of them.
Every one of them. Let's see. We also there's a lot going on here. We got a lot this week. So part of this is. This was a very weird one where when they were talking about that, this is what you were talking about, they said that the bonuses will be, quote, threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story with new items uncovered behind each chapter. And the nomenclature there of chapters makes people think that the game is probably going to have more of a Red Dead 2 structure as opposed to just the kind of big open drive to the place when you're ready, that you're going to have like shifts in where they are in the world and kind of world state. That will, I mean, because Red Dead 2, you can just go wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
to,
but I feel like that's just kind of how Grand Theft Auto kind of already was, though, because there's a lot of points in Grand Theft Auto that are like, I want to go to that side of the city. They're like, if you step foot on that fucking island, every cop is going to murder you in 8 seconds.
Yeah,
type of thing. Because that's how the game did their chapters, is that you just weren't allowed on parts.
A little bit, yeah,
of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if that's just what they do. They just lock you into one area.
No, so when they say chapters, what they really mean is that when you start Grand Theft Auto 6, it's going to be in a snow level that goes on for 45 minutes.
Yes.
That you're going to fucking hate. You're going to want to turn the game off. You're going to go, why am I fucking doing this with my life? And then they're going to put out mods to get past it.
Well, Jeff, it's going to be different. It's going to be a sand level now instead. Completely different.
Yep.
It's still just as slow to walk through, though.
It's just like that. What's that movie, Jerry, where they're in the fucking desert, where they're walking through the desert?
Oh.
It's going to start with that, with Lucy and fucking the other guy just like fucking walking through those bogs of Vice City of Florida.
It's going to be great. You guys are going to love it.
Hey, here's another nut kick. Cover it up. Cover up your nuts. Cover up your lady nuts. The physical copies of Grand Theft Auto 6 were going to be a code in a box.
Yes.
It's just a code in the box.
This isn't the first time this has happened per se.
Yep.
But it's the first time it's happened for an actual game. Because the reason I say that, because the last time things like this happened was one of the first instances I can think of is when PUBG came out on physical, and I'm using we're quoting words physical, because it was just a box with a code in it, and it was mocked then. And they did the same for Fortnite right after that with
I think that happened
specific editions.
I think it happened with the orange box, and people mocked it because of the Steam code.
I think for the PC versions it did, because I used to own the physical 360 one, which I regret not having.
Oh
anymore.
No, the PC version.
But all the PC versions for a while were doing that, which is why, and it was mocked in the beginning, but then people just sort of let it go because of the way those work. But when it happened for a console game, that's when it was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So GTA 6 pulling this shit is fucking wild.
However, interesting thing, you had posited that this is to avoid leaks.
Yes.
Because even if you get that ahead of time, you type the code in, you download it, and you're not able to do it. There was a news story that fucking more news that came out.
Okay.
Where it's like in December, there will be physical discs in a box copies.
That's news to me.
This is not like the way it's going to be forever. This is just fuck you. Like we take the security is more important than your wallet.
Yeah, so I was listening to some people talk about this as well, and they had, because I had my theories. The main theories are related to leaks and as well as stopping the used market from selling it right away.
Yep.
The other rumor, or sorry, not the other rumor. The other theory that I didn't think about, which I should have thought about, which is that this is going to force some people to double down on the game, because there are some people.
$200.
I have been guilty of this. I haven't done it in a while, but I almost did it with Spider-Man 2, which I still kind of want to do.
Yeah.
Which is that I have done this, which is that I will buy a digital version of a game. And be like, and then somebody would be like, well, we're releasing the physical version of this game right after for a specific amount. I'm like, well, I'm kind of want a physical copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 again, because I did this. Actually, I just realized I did do this recently with the Marvel vs. Capcom collection that they came out with recently. I bought a digital one and the physical one, and then I bought it on the Switch, by the way.
God damn it, Michael! They got you. They got
me
hard.
bad. And so the idea is that, like, people are going to double dip the physical. physical collectors are going to buy either the $100 one or the $80 one digitally, and then buy the disc one. So they're like, no, I have it on my shelf.
I mean, the only thing I'll say about that is that they don't ever stop printing copies of Grand Theft Auto.
No.
So, like, you could buy the $100 version at launch, and then 2.5 years later, you could go to GameStop and get a $15 used copy and put it in the box. Like,
and not only that, there's 8,000 versions of Grand Theft Auto 5 right now.
Yep.
So it's like I wouldn't be surprised eventually if that happens.
Yep.
And but that version of that rumor, or not rumor, that version of the theory. We were just hearing, well, maybe it'll be next year, possibly, because that gives them enough time. But if there's one on December, that's fucking fantastic. But, nobody wants to wait that long for, the thing they've been waiting for since, how long ago was the 360?
So fucking
that was like
long.
20 years ago or something.
This is from a leaker, but it's pretty well sourced. So,
and honestly, it all makes sense in my opinion. It's not only just a great way of getting people to double dip, but it also is a great way. It's a great way to hit the holiday market if you do it in December. Yeah, because that means that it gives people plenty of time to start buying copies for little Timmy who doesn't know what an M-rated game is. Yep.
I mean, the thing is that we're gonna keep going a little bit. Actually, no, we're mostly we got a few more, but we're mostly through. All of this is just like Rockstar has so much fucking leverage over the players, right? And
they can look me dead in the eye and be like, you know what, you guys are upset about this whole physical thing. Yeah. Well, then we're gonna wait till December, and I'd be like, no. Right. I would panic in seconds.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? Not buy it?
Yeah. I would panic so fast.
But then they're over here like, oh, Michael, what are you gonna do? Play Half-Life 3 instead?
Like I'm just picturing Strauss being like, you know what? Delayed again.
And then they fan themselves with $1,000 bills and just go, oh, it's so hot in here. Oh my goodness. I guess we'll just collect another $1 billion from Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. Release it next October. And tell them if they speak again, it'll be 2028.
Exactly. It turns out one pixel was off on one of the cars, and we had to delay it another 2 months. I'm like, I will fucking kill you.
Yep. Okay, here we go. There's a retailer in Canada and a retailer online that will not be stocking Grand Theft Auto 6 because they have you got to have a disc in the case.
Yeah, they're not doing the physical with the codes thing.
But
which honestly, I think that's a good idea.
It's fine.
Because I think it's going to be harder to get rid of those. You know what I mean?
We're going to skip the reactions because we've basically had them. There was a bunch of new screenshots. A bunch of new screenshots of Grand Theft Auto 6.
By the way, this is the other reason why it's hard to figure out if I want this $100 edition. Yeah. Because it's just them in poses and random outfits. And like you said, it's such a good-looking game that it looks like concept art.
It looks fake. It looks like an AI rendering. Yeah. It looks fucking fake. So, I actually would like to see these images move around a little bit. Yeah. Because it looks fucking fake. I like GIFs. I'm not saying you need gameplay footage. No. I just need,
I need something.
I need something that moves, motherfuckers.
I need Strauss Zelnick wearing this outfit moving at least.
Some of these things I'm like, God damn, I don't think I've ever seen things that look this good. And again, they look like pre-renders for the cover of Game Informer, not like screenshots.
The fact that we're like, when did pre-orders actually start, by the way? Have they already started? I can't remember.
Today. The day we're recording this.
We still don't have another fucking trailer for this goddamn thing.
Yeah, it might, by the time this goes up, there might be out. Like, people are looking at the mud on this screenshot being like, that can't fucking be real.
That can't be real.
That can't fucking be real.
I'm looking at it now and I'm having a hard time accepting this game.
I mean, I saw there was a screenshot, was it in this one, where it had somebody that was like, they were in like a canoe or like
the kayak guy.
Yeah,
because apparently you get a kayak too,
and you can see underarm hair. Yeah, as the arm is up, and I'm like, this is one of these weird things. It looks too good. I need you to prove that this is the game, man.
I need you to prove to me that this happens. Yeah, and will his ball shrink in the cold?
Right.
I need to know.
People need to know. So anyway, there's a bunch of new things, and they're again, it's hard to say because none of them look like they were in the middle of doing a mission. They all look staged.
They all look staged. They all look like they're just hanging, because a lot of them I don't think could happen in game. Like the dancing one maybe
could be photo mode.
But there's the one of them just in the car with her his arm around her.
Yeah.
Her eating an olive type of thing. It's like a lot of these are like this. They look like models that they took pictures of.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you could do any of these poses in a game.
However, Michael, there's also an online discourse where people are like, "Oh, it's a downgrade. It's a downgrade.
Oh, God.
Looks like shit. The game was like trash compared to what it originally looked like. Look at this. Look at what his house looks like in the original, and look at what it looks like in the screenshot. That's so much fucking worse.
What the fuck are you guys even looking at?
It's a different it's a different time of day. It's a different thing. They're like, yeah, look at this facial hair. It's slightly patchy in this one." And it's like, well, yeah, it's like a patchy beard.
Yeah, it's probably a beard you can get in the game, or let him grow out if you leave him alone too long, type of thing.
Anyway, this is like Puddlegate all over again, where I'm like, I don't even see what you guys are fucking seeing anymore. Like, I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Again, show it in motion, motherfuckers.
Yeah. I've also grown to understand that does happen, even one that doesn't happen. Like when Watch Dogs came out.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs 1's original footage was the super fucking
PC
awesome looking thing. It was PC, and it was a one random area that they super hyped up immensely. And then the second they're like, well, now that we have the rest of the game, we can't make it look like that.
But you know what, Michael? They did show some more footage.
Did they? Where?
on Blue Sky.
Oh, come on.
There's an 8-second flyover when they announced the pre-order. They also showed this like little 8-second flyover.
What the fuck?
And it's like, well, it's so fucking zoomed out that
you can't really tell what it is.
I can't tell. Like, I mean,
it's also another instance of like, this might just be an actual city that you're pretending is.
I mean, like, it looks good and everything, but like, okay, no, the people is what I need to see a lot of. This is just a flyover of the city, but this has created an interesting meme because I don't know if you saw it.
No,
but there's a problem. There's a problem with this footage. You see that Ferris wheel back there? It's a fucking vampire. It has no reflection in the water.
Oh.
Yeah,
because it's got
vampire
lights.
Ferris wheel.
Yeah, because it's got lights on it, so it should be reflecting.
Yep. Which is just like, okay.
That's incredible.
That's great.
Puddlegate.
Yep. Anyway,
2026.
Puddles, everybody. With that, we've got a few more. We got a couple more, but not that much. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do that. And then we got to fucking start talking about the fucking Steam machine.
Yes.
Because, Jesus, it never fucking stops around here. And we're back. And, Michael, we've got a little bit more Grand Theft Auto to go before we're able to move on to browner pastures. So there's a real nebulous post about how Grand Theft Auto 5 will work better, or Grand Theft Auto 6 will work better on the PS5. And basically, it's just all of the copy. Like, I was like, oh, cool. What pro enhancements does it have? And it's like, it has pro enhancements. I'm like, okay, well, why is it better than PS5?
What does it do?
And it's like, faster loading times, haptic controller, the light changes. And I'm like, every game, quit telling me this like every game doesn't do this. Like,
all
every game
of
does
your
this.
specific PlayStation games have done this so far.
Yeah, 3D spatial audio. I'm like, no, they all do that.
Yeah.
They all do that. I want to know what the PS5, I want to know about frame rates.
Yeah.
I want to know about frame rates and resolutions.
Tell me what it does that's even cooler than what you're already saying.
Yep. So we don't know.
I did hear about this though. That's kind of funny. So that there's an image on this blog that shows a PlayStation 5. Mm-hmm. It used to have a disc drive on this image, but when it came out, it's only digital. They're like, oh shit!
Like,
so they
switch the PNG. Put the other one on.
Yeah, they switched it. So apparently this happened like earlier today.
Okay. Well, don't download that image.
It was really, really fucking funny.
And then last but not least, people may have noticed, sharp-eared listeners may have noticed that in all of that conversation, there was not a single mention of Grand Theft Auto Online.
No, not a single one.
And yeah,
and that's because every promotional keeps going. So this is a single player experience.
Yep.
That's all it says.
Yep.
Over and over again.
Yep.
And you're like, what does that mean, though?
That means that Grand Theft Auto 6 Online is $30, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're going to pay it.
Guaranteed.
You're going to pay for the shops. You're going to pay for the PlayStation 5 Pro. You're going to pay for the fucking expansion. You're going to pay for all that shit. What are you going to do? Not? It's like, well,
Yeah, if you guys want that, that's up to you guys. Every YouTuber is going to do it because they need new content. They've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for 10 years. They need more content.
They made a fucking movie that you have to sign up to Mubi or no to like the what is that super hoity-toity fancy Criterion Collection website?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
To watch in Grand Theft Auto.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's Grand Theft Auto 6, and in the words of Lando Calrissian, this deal keeps getting worse all the time. But
yeah, and it's literally Strauss-Zelnick saying, "I've altered the deal further."
Yes. Anyway, all right. Well, how about some good news?
Hopefully.
There is none.
Trick question.
Steam Machine. We got the overview of the Steam Machine.
The Gabe Cube, as the rest of the world has called it.
Yeah, we got a little unboxing and some stuff about it. There's a little video they put out. There isn't really a lot to talk about there. However, we finally got the price, and it's bad.
It's real bad.
512 gig Steam machine is $1,050 with no controller. Add $80 for controller. 2 terabyte Steam machine is $1,349. And if you want it with a controller, that's an additional $80 on top of that.
Yep.
So that would be $1,420. Nice.
Yeah.
So that is a bummer.
It's a swift kick to the nuts.
Like that, they pointed out the 2 terabyte machine with a controller is $500 more than the raised price PS5 Pro.
Yes.
Not even the original. Like what you would buy a PS5 Pro for right now. And the performance in this thing is like it's fine, but it's what we expected. It's like moderate. If you could play Cyberpunk on it, but you're gonna have to turn on all the AI upscaling, and you have to lower the detail level. You get a pretty decent, okay experience.
Yeah,
but
the main thing is that it's also the PS5 Pro is stronger than it is the issue here.
Yeah. And it comes with a controller.
Yes, it also comes with a controller by default.
And you don't even have to add the price of a CD drive because the Steam thing doesn't have a CD drive. So they're talking about like, oh, if you compare it to the cost of like a digital-only Series S or a digital-only PS5, then it's like even more of a huge difference between the two of them.
And the PS5 Pro is slightly less than the original one and has more storage than the slowest one.
Yep. Also, good luck buying one.
Yes. Also, good luck to you guys because you can't even just buy it normally.
Nope. You got to sign up. You got to get in the lottery. There's a huge line. Everybody wants one of these things. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It looks pretty cool. Like it's a nice little box. Looks like it'd be great in the living room.
You can change its faceplates when you want to. It's you can connect. You can technically connect any controller to it.
Yep.
This is the thing that I know everyone's going to say because there are people that are like, well, you could just connect any controller. I don't need the Steam controller.
Sure.
That's the whole fucking point of this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Is that you're supposed to be able to have that on there. Like when you buy a console normally, and again, people keep treating it like, I know it's supposed to be just to be another PC. Mm-hmm. It's a PC that's small and compact, the way those little Google Chrome boxes are, type of thing, except for gaming. I get that.
Big Ouya.
It's a very big ass Ouya. But that is the problem. It's just the big Ouya at that point. Because if I want to spend that much money, then I'm better off just upgrading my PC currently.
Sure.
Than buying this thing. Sure. And also if you're just like, well, I want to be able to play my PC games on my TV, mm-hmm. there are machines that are designed to mirror your machine to your television.
Sure.
Or you could connect it using a long HDMI. There are a lot of ways around it that if you're really that adamant about it, then sure. And the other thing that frustrates me is that we know why it's this much. Yep. And that's what frustrates me even more.
Yes, indeed. Because one of the things that we got was an estimate of what the Steam machine would have cost if we weren't in the middle of the stupid-ass Rampocalypse. Probably around $750.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere around there. And that's completely reasonable. Yeah, 100% reasonable.
Very reasonable.
I would already have tried to buy one if that was the case. I would have been like, "That's great."
I would have tried. I would have been in line for one.
Yeah, put one down by my TV. That's great. But like, no, I already own a PC. I already own a lot of consoles. I already own a lot of things that can hook. I know I'm definitely not the norm. I got all the fucking, you and we buy all the shit, right?
Yeah, we have everything.
Other people buy nice clothes and like,
people have nice things. Yeah.
You have a fancy car. I don't know how you do it, but
I don't have a fancy car. My car is now 10 years old. I used to have a fancy car. I mean, I shouldn't have had it.
I drive a Honda Civic and I wear the exact same fucking thing every single day. That's how I afford consoles.
That is the thing. And the thing is that we talked about it for ages. Me, you, John, we were all like, yeah, I would totally get one of these. I like the idea of having a PC little thing that I could add to my television to not worry too much about. And again, as much as I mentioned all that other stuff prior to it, one of the reasons why I wasn't like, I'm going to buy this mirror thing is there's lag from that, because so there are reasons why you would still kind of want a Steam machine overall.
Yep.
But the problem is that the amount outweighs my need type of is the thing. So it's like I can't justify buying something like this if I don't even use my normal PC to game to begin with. Mm-hmm. So it's I mean,
I have a business need for this. Like we record videos from the PC all the time. We record PC games constantly. It's the only reason that I'm not playing trash half the time on this channel is because there's some cool stuff on Steam. But like, I don't need a dedicated box to do that. I especially don't need an underpowered dedicated box to do that. Like,
that's the other problem. It's underpowered as hell.
An overpowered. I mean, like, if you don't play Dave the Diver, fucking Dave the Diver will run great on that.
Yeah.
But Dave the Diver runs great on the Nintendo fucking Switch.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. And so we're in a weird impasse kind of thing. And what frustrates me, again, outside of it, the price, is that it's going to get scalped.
Yep.
People are still going to buy it. The limited amount of these things they have, the FOMO is too powerful for some of these PC people.
Yep.
That they're going to be like, I'm going to spend my firstborn child to buy this thing, type of thing for this, and it will sell out.
Yep.
And there's no one will have learned anything from top to bottom.
Nothing was learned.
Yeah.
We also got, this to me was one of the most disturbing things I've ever heard, where Valve was talking about how like because all this is memory scaling basically, because that was the reason why the controller wasn't like super expensive, was because it doesn't have any fucking memory in it. So like there's no reason for that to be a thing. Somebody told one of the engineers at Valve did an interview where they said, here, let me just read it. Like those, and he's talking about the memory suppliers.
Yeah.
Like those guys, they give us a price every month or something, and they say, you can buy that many, and it's a yes or no. And if we say no, then they never talk to us again.
Yeah. They're like there's no contract, is what he says.
Yep.
He's like, this is literally, you call them, wait to see how much it is that month, and either you get it or you never hear from them ever.
Yep.
Which is so insane.
That's fucking Cyberpunk 2077 levels of insane.
Yeah.
Like
it's the final fucking form of capitalism is really what it comes down to.
Yep.
And what frustrates me is that we shouldn't be here at all.
Nope. Well, what I still can't get over. I'm like thinking about this for a long time, and I'm just like, where is it? Like the data centers, where is the product? What's the thing that I can do? Because I could have asked ChatGPT 4 years ago for an answer to a question. Like, it's not that much better than it was then.
No.
Where is it? Like, where the fuck is it?
Well, I was going to say, most of the data centers aren't even built yet.
Right.
They pre-ordered all of the RAM.
They just give me all the RAM. Like,
and now we have nothing and we're just fucked for no reason.
Yeah. Like, wah! Anyway, all right. I don't want to go too far down that road or I'll never come back again. I'll just tear off all my clothes and run screaming into the night.
Yeah.
People are unhappy. I mean,
as to be expected,
of course. Is another thing. This was also kind of a weird one. So listen, consoles are generally sold at cost or at a loss.
Yes.
For Microsoft and Nintendo. Microsoft and Sony. Nintendo famously tries not to do that as much as possible.
Yeah.
And the idea here is that you buy the console at a little bit of a loss, not a huge, a little bit of a loss.
Yeah.
And then now you're in the ecosystem, you're buying stuff, and they get to take their cut, and they get their money back on the ecosystem. Well, you guys might realize, Steam takes 30% of all the sales. If you buy a Steam box, you could technically put Game Pass or some other bullshit on there if you wanted to, but the primary thing is Steam. And so the idea is like, well, what if Steam subsidized your cost by taking a little bit off of there, taking a little bit of a hit because they make 30% of every fucking sale that comes in on the Steam store. And it has long, dumbass explanations just like, well, that would close the ecosystem. And we like PC gaming to be an open ecosystem. I'm like, you go fuck yourself, Valve, all right? You have closed that ecosystem. I see what happened with horses. I know what happens when a game is not allowed on Steam. It's not open to the public. There is a thing here where Owlcat Games tried to put a launcher on their games on Steam, and the feedback was so fucking negative that they just took it away and said, like, I guess not. Yeah. Because people on Steam were so pissed that there was one more thing that happened between there. You can't get people to take free games from the Epic Games Store. No. They will not take Red Dead Redemption 2 for free because it's not Steam. I don't want to hear about your fucking open ecosystem. Like,
it's a stupid thing to say, and also they know it, and they also know that it's like even if you bought this, you're still going to buy from Steam no matter which way you're at. Either you're PC gaming buying from Steam or you're buying from Steam. They're making their money either way is basically what they're doing.
Yep.
And damn them.
Yep.
I'm so mad at them.
A lot of this goes back to, we were talking in the break about the Grand Theft Auto 6 stuff, and a lot of this stuff is just perception. You didn't have to fucking say that. You can say that. You can say, I don't know, we'll look into it. Like, I've been in business. I've done the business. Yeah. You're like, well, what about a subsidy? And it's like, you know what? That's an interesting idea. We're going to talk about that. We'll let you know if we come up with something. Yeah. And then just fucking like
and then never bring it up again.
You don't have to come out and say, nah, man, we want to keep this platform open. It's like, no, you fucking don't. You don't. Like, you are in court in several countries right now for people emailing you and saying, like, if I put the game for a lower price on Humble Bundle, and they're like, we will delist the game from Steam and we will never talk to you ever again. Just like the fucking RAM manufacturers. Yeah, you've done the same fucking thing, Gabe.
They're all insane people. That frustrates me.
You are not the good guys. They are not the fucking good guys.
The second you're not on Steam, you might as well be fucking dead.
There are no good guys. Yeah. There are no good guys in these stories. There was this is a story just about the difference in price between the Steam machine and the consoles. However, okay, here's a moderately good story. Steam has now released the Steam OS in a package with an official installer. So if you have a system with an AMD GPU, you could install Steam OS on it, boot it up, and get all the functionality of what it would look like the Steam machine, basically. I mean, okay, let's just go back to me ranting about how they're not. This is fucking Linux, so like, don't pretend like you're doing me a favor by allowing Linux to be installed on a thing.
It's kind of dumb.
But this does mean that you could build your own. You could build your own Steam box. Like, I was looking online, you could buy moderately powered used Dell Optiplex for $250 off of Amazon. You throw an AMD GPU in there, install Steam OS on it. It's going to be a big fuck off tower. It's not going to be a nice little cube. It's going to be a big fuck off tower, but it'll essentially do similar to what you got there. They also said that they're going to be looking at, because Linux apparently has real difficulty with NVIDIA chips, they're going to be looking at getting NVIDIA support in there to expand that moving forward. So that's not the worst story in this bunch.
It's not. It's the closest thing, the good news we've gotten from them so far.
Dbrand also announced their companion cube shell for the we knew this was coming. Of course, I don't like this. Like, I know, okay, so there's a companion cube shell. It goes all the way around the the Steam machine. Yeah. And you can make a choice between whether you want the companion cube, which is $130 and comes with a little thing that opens. It's got little test chamber graphics in it. It's got like a skin for portal skin for the Steam controller. It's got a little red button that you can put it on top of. It's got a little cloth with the cake icon on it. Or you could pick the poverty cube for $100. That's just a brown box with the skin inside of it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, listen, I know Dbrand are cheeky little monkeys, but like, fucking, I'm down, man. Quit kicking me, like,
Don't,
please.
don't fucking do that to us, you assholes.
I need a minute to get up before you knock me down again.
I need that $30 for Grand Theft Auto 6, man.
I'm trying my best to chumba the wumbas over here, but I'm not able to do it. God damn it! So. We also found out that orders for the Steam controllers are not going to be fulfilled until next year.
Of course they're not.
So if you get the opportunity to buy one, which I put my name on the list, I was like, I've bought enough stupid ass controllers over the years. I'll give it a try.
That's true.
But great. All right, we're through the muck. We've come through the muck. We got out of the swamp. And now we're going directly into the patch of poisonous brambles. Microsoft announced that the Xbox Series X and S are both getting a price increase. Remember when I said PlayStation before and I didn't say Xbox? That's because it didn't fucking apply to the goddamn Xbox anymore.
They're also discontinuing the 2 terabyte version.
Yep. I hear you asking, what are these price increases? The Xbox Series S 512 is going from $400 to $500. The 1 terabyte Series Series S
is the S again,
is going from $450 to $600,
which is insane.
The Xbox Series X 1 terabyte digital is going from $600 to $750, and the Xbox Series X 1 terabyte with an optical drive is going from $650 to $800. These motherfuckers. Ashish Sharma's been doing good, but like, what the fuck? Are you telling me that a base Xbox Series X costs $100 less than a PS5 Pro? Not even a regular one, but the Pro?
A Pro.
Like, are you out of your goddamn mind? Like,
I don't get it. I just like you. I know they gave their reasons, and the reasons are just another one of the component things.
Sure.
They're like, look, the components aren't there, guys. I'm like, this is the third time you've done this, and they said it was like, they're like, well, it went up another 2 times or whatever, so we got to keep rising prices. I don't know what's going to happen from here. I am so frustrated because it's like, guys, you are outpriced. People can't. This isn't a hobby anymore.
Yep.
Like, if you do this to us, like, this isn't how this works.
Yep.
Like, what is wrong with you people?
Or look, you can raise the cost. Okay, motherfuckers, you can raise the cost of your console as much as you want to. But we just got done for 40 minutes talking about the $100 video game that is setting the precedent moving forward. You can't be paying $800 for a trash Series X and then $100 for Grand Theft Auto on top of that. That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous.
No, you shouldn't have to pay $1,000 to play a game. And I know I'm saying this with the fact that the PS5 Pro is $900 currently.
Sure.
But that still shouldn't be a thing either way.
It shouldn't.
Me and you bought our PS5 Pros when they came out. And they were $700 at the time.
$700.
And people were like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
And now I'm looking at them going, fuck you guys. Look at what I did.
What was the Series X launched at like $500, right? The PS5 and the Series X were $500
They were all like
$500,
$600 at most.
And it was like, holy shit, that's it
was a big deal.
PS4s were like $400.
Yeah, when they came out, they were
Series
$400.
X and Xbox One X and PS4s were like $400 at launch.
I think the original one was like $100 more because of their fucking
the Kinect
that you couldn't not buy it with.
The beginning of the end.
Stupid as shit.
It took all of that goodwill from the 360 era. They were just like, fuck your mother.
So dumb.
Anyway, sorry. I know the reasons for all this shit, and it's all stupid, and I don't like it.
It's all dumb. It's all dumb.
I'm really glad that I have these devices and then I don't have to do this. Like, but it does make me. I mean, there's been a lot of people who have said like, I don't know what you guys think is going to happen in the next generation, the PS6, Xbox Helix, but like, you guys need to just fucking not.
You just
like,
need to
don't
just not do it.
Just put that shit on pause until this shit straightens out.
No one's gonna buy these
because if the Xbox Helix is a $1,200 console, I'm sorry, man. Like,
well, this is how you get the fucking video game crash of 1983. This is exactly how it happened.
Yep.
You either have the worst, too many terrible things out, or you out fucking price everything.
Yep.
I can barely keep up with these things, and just like if this like I have everything. Luckily, I don't have to go chasing down a Switch 2 or a PS5 or an Xbox Series X for a bajillion dollars anymore. But god damn it, if this happens in the next console, I'm just done. Basically, I can't do all three that way.
Or you're like everyone else. You're like, I'm just gonna keep playing my fucking PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah.
And finally, when the games get too massive, I guess I'll just play Fortnite and learn how to cook. Right? Like I don't know.
That's
like
true.
I'm gonna get another hobby.
Yeah, and not only that, there's also the old fucking stat that we've seen over and over again. Not nobody, because it sounds bad. There's small percentage of people are me and you buying the new games when they come out.
Yep.
Everybody else,
If you lose us
waiting forever, you have lost your entire market, basically.
You are fucked. All right. Let's see. We got a really brief story with Hideo Kojima, who said, this is actually kind of a positive Xbox story, who basically said, what is this quote in here? This makes me really worried about OD. It
does, but also makes me very interested.
I pitched to many people, to the big companies and also the up-and-coming companies. All of them said the same thing. They said that I'm crazy and that they don't understand the concept and that they will not be able to do it. But Spencer got it, apparently, or as that goes on. But apparently Phil Spencer was like, I think he was like, Phil Spencer understood, and I'm like, Phil Spencer understood that he needed a fucking game with a fucking name on it.
Yeah.
That's what he needed.
Phil Spencer had Kojima in his office going, I'm willing to give you my game because everyone else said no.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, no, I like this idea because it's got the name Kojima on it.
Yeah. And Asher Sharma also apparently is still in, so we don't have to worry about OD getting axed in the bloodbath that's happening over at Xbox right now.
Yeah, it would be really bad if she did that.
And then there's also a one still.
Yes.
That's very just a PT hallway. Who puts a fucking TV in the hall?
Yeah.
And also, is that a window on the ceiling? Because it doesn't look like a skylight.
I think, no, that does look like a window. Like an actual window.
And why are these doors so close together, Michael? The molding is touching.
Well, that's part of the horror, I'm assuming. But
just bad interior design.
Yeah.
You look in there like, what is happening?
that wall does not go with there. This wallpaper does not go with this flooring.
Hang your coat right next to my television. Like what?
What is wrong with you people?
I'm so startled right now.
There's just supposed to be a spooky thing in the back, and I'm still focusing on the TV in the hallway.
Yeah, there's a lady back there in the doorway, but I'm just like, is she the one who put this TV
Are you the one
in
who
here?
did this?
Or did you do this?
Are you the one who's a terrible interior designer?
Oh, I didn't even notice there's a chain on this door.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole fucking thing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It gets worse the longer you look at it. I do mean like fashionably, not horror-wise.
Yeah. But anyway, I want another OD trailer. I want trailers for everything, goddammit. Hey, you remember that? Okay, so that's a pretty decent story. Speaking of people that make stealth action games, you remember that Mudang Two Souls game?
Oh,
with the Korean, it's like Solid Snake, but then also there's like a K-pop lady in there.
Yeah, that whole weird shit.
And it was like paramilitary, but then also there was just a bunch of zombies that started happening in the game.
And the problem is, since we couldn't tell what the paper said because it was in a different language, we didn't know what was going on even more.
Yep. Yeah, it's been canceled. That's canceled.
So it's officially, because we heard it
canceled.
We heard it was canceled, but nobody wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
so
now been
officially canceled.
Officially canceled.
Okay.
Officially canceled.
I still don't know what that game was about.
Speaking of shit that might be getting canceled, we got another. This is more just putting. This is just hammering the nail all the way down. There's been another report basically saying that PlayStation is. No single player PlayStation game is going to be ported to the PC for right now for the coming future.
They're like, no son of mine is going to hang out with that PC.
So
I want you hanging out with that bad Steam crowd.
And this is the same story that we've heard a bunch of times before. They didn't sell. The first one sold pretty well, like Spider-Man and then God of War. But if you look at it, everyone went down a little bit more and a little bit more, and it's just not selling very well. And so they're still going to put the
all the multiplayer ones,
yeah.
And I think it makes sense, not because of the fact that these games aren't good, because of the fact that they kept adding a bunch of different stipulations to each of these games.
Oh yeah,
like, well, you need to have a PlayStation account, so you can do these things. And there's a lot of countries that don't actually even have PlayStation accounts. So yeah,
very true.
Very big pain in the ass for a lot of people.
In other Sony news, Marathon has unveiled their new PvE mode. Is going to be coming next month, July 21st. It's going to let you play the final level of Marathon, the Cryo Archive, and it's going to be a really weird roguelike game where you can't actually extract with anything, except for there are these things called vault points, and you can use those to upgrade the sponsor kit that you go into the level with to make it better, but you can't actually take any loot out of it. And this is, again, a stupid hack because they don't want you to be able to go single player, get a bunch of purple loot, and then bring it into fucking perimeter and kill noobs with impunity. So they're also doing a bunch of upgrades to the cradle, the permanent upgrade thing. They're working on season stuff, but then also there was a story that a bunch of people also got laid off from Bungie today, or are in the midst of being let go.
They're being let go right now. But they're getting given free copies of Marathon on the way out.
Great,
because they need somebody to play this game.
I mean, this isn't. It's cynical as it is. This is not surprising. I mean, they canceled Destiny 2. All the people working on Destiny 2, like Marathon, had people working on it.
Yeah,
you don't need to triple the workforce of Marathon.
Yeah, we'll get even more people to make a game no one's playing. Sorry, again, I'm just being a dick about it.
Yeah,
I'm being an absolute asshole about it. But that's because, God damn it, none of us were surprised about this because Marathon didn't do the gangbusters they expected.
Did not.
Destiny 2's final DLC that was supposed to finish the story got canceled.
Yep.
Every single thing fucking was not working out for them.
Well, they did put out that finale to Destiny 2, and people liked it apparently. But
no, because the final DLC was supposed to be the actual full end of this story. Is what that was supposed to be.
I thought the Smokehead guy story was already over.
No, there was supposed to be like a thing that was supposed to be the entire apparently the game, and then they just were like, I guess we're not doing that now.
Yeah.
So it was all bad. This was going to happen either way, and it sucks. It doesn't make me happy because I hate when people lose their jobs.
Let's see. Speaking of Halo, there was a weird fucking messaging thing that came up with that Halo.
Oh, the Bungie thing, or the Bungie the weird multiplayer thing.
With the multiplayer thing where somebody was asked, okay, so apparently, all right, so here you go. You bought the Halo remake. You want to play it co-op? You want to play it on your PlayStation co-op? First thing it's going to be is like connect your PlayStation account to your Microsoft account. Okay, I guess cross-play, maybe, whatever. And it's like, cool. All right, now you're going to do couch co-op. Make your friend connect their PlayStation account to their Microsoft account. Like, well, that's fucking irritating. I usually just log in as guest, but okay, whatever. And that's like, great. Now you need PS Plus. Like, your friend needs PS Plus. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah. This was the original version
yes.
that was announced
yes.
on accident, as it turns out.
Yes. It has been rolled back to say that you do not need PlayStation Plus, but I couldn't help but notice that it didn't say that you don't have to link everybody's PlayStation account to an Xbox account.
Yes. Your guest still needs their own PlayStation account, meaning that if you were hanging out with somebody who's like, well, I don't have a PlayStation, I just wanted to hang out with you and play Halo together like old times. Like, great, I need you to make a PlayStation account on your phone before we can do this.
Yep.
Almost like a sexual encounter.
Yep.
Except without nearly as much fun.
Yeah. God, it sucks.
It's really shitty.
Yep.
I hate that for anyone who's going to be doing the split co-op.
I wouldn't mind if it was online. Say, okay, we're doing crossplay through the Microsoft servers, right? So you gotta connect it. But I'm like, couch co-op, man. Come on.
Yeah.
There's a guest account on the PlayStation that I should be able to use.
To save anything. That was how it worked. That was the fucking point of that.
Yes.
And so, like, it makes me worried. Like, how does that work on? Does the Xbox do the same thing? Because if they did, that would be shitty too.
That's a good question.
It's very weird.
Also, they put up a 6-hour version of the title screen for Halo with the Halo.
Yeah.
And people do not like the way the Halo ring looks anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Because instead of, it's too detailed. And in the previous one, it was just zoomed out and you saw like little lights on this kind of smooth surface that made it look like tiny little windows from way far away.
Yeah, you're never really sure like what you're looking, because all of them look like that specifically. Like even when they got better graphics, the rest of the Halos still had that same specific look.
Mm-hmm.
The best way I can say this is it's the MCU-fication of a costume, but for a Halo ring.
I think what it looks like is it looks like if you selected the Halo ring and then in Photoshop you did generate.
Oh,
You hit the generate button.
no, you're right. It does look like that too.
Because it's added all kinds of macro structure crap, but none of it looks right because it just looks smaller because there's nothing to compare the size to.
No.
So when you look at it, it just looks like a tech ring of some kind.
Because go back to the original one. Like people can't see this, but like I want to go back to the original one to look at it.
Let's see.
And so we can get the exact look of it.
Yeah.
That thing looks gigantic.
Yep.
Because it's not, because of the way it looks from how far away it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the outline of it is still kind of similar, but it's still in a way that like you can see yourself not, like your imagination's doing a lot more of the work for it.
Part of it looks like when you're flying.
Yeah.
You know, and you're looking down at like the way that the ground looks with the kind of different patches and fields and stuff.
And what I also like is some of it also feels like it's not fully finished, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Like just chunks of area that just feel like they're maybe eroded away type of thing.
And then
But the
bam.
new one is just this fucking... It looks like one of Thanos' ships or whatever. Like it's just all too nice and clean. It's just like not something that's been abandoned for, you know, thousands upon thousands of years.
Yeah.
It just looks bad in my opinion, but I'm sure I'll get over it. Don't get me wrong, but it also looks like a ring I could buy and wear. Unfortunately, and it weirds me out.
If they put a bunch of like little drones or ships or something in here or something to make the scale work, it would work better. But the fact is that there's nothing to scale it against.
Well, it keeps going around it, like as if it's lovingly like, look how cool this is.
Yep.
Instead of just being like, you need to make it just stay in one spot where it looked really big.
Yep.
Instead, it's like when somebody tries to take a dick pic and they're like, I got with a perfect angle. The guy keeps fucking changing the angle.
Or instead of going up and twisting around, if they flew close to it and then back out again, then that would give a better feeling of how big it is. Because anyway,
like right now it looks like a warp gate.
Yep. It's a fog gate, Michael. It's a fog gate. All right. Oh boy, we got to kick it up a notch. Call of Duty 1 and 2 prices were just updated on the PC and Xbox. I had to check this.
I heard about this.
The 360 version of Black Ops 1 on backwards compatibility, as well as the Steam version of Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 are $40.
Really?
And every DLC is an additional $10 on top of that. And so there's currently a rumor, or not a rumor, but it's been confirmed that Black Ops 1 and 2 are going to be ported to the PS4, PS5, because they can't be played anywhere else. And people think that this is an indication that they're going to be $40 for the base game, as well as $10 for each one of the DLC map packs for the game.
I was hearing that about this pricing. Is it just not confirmed at all?
I don't think it's
just based on
it hasn't been confirmed.
The thing?
There was some kind of update to the back end of the PC and Xbox marketplaces that touched those prices and left them there. Because I went and I looked on the Steam charts, and like Black Ops 1 goes from $40 to $20 to $40 to $20 to $40. So when it's on sale, it goes to $20.
It goes to sale all the time. Yeah.
But the DLCs are all still $10 a piece. Like,
interesting.
It's and there's like 5 or 6 of them. Like there's a lot of them. So
because I kept seeing headlines where they're like, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 is going to cost you like $80 or something insane. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yep. Xbox is testing. This article made me laugh. It's like the headline on this Kotaku article: Xbox just started testing a new Game Pass feature to deal with one of modern gaming's most annoying issues. So
what does that mean?
What
like
that
pricing?
means is, you know, when you go to start a game and it's got an update, it's a big update, and you got to wait for that update tab before you start the game.
Oh yeah.
So the option now is that instead of waiting for that update to finish, you can start playing the game right now through xCloud.
Oh,
like
okay.
No.
I would still rather not.
Like
I would rather just play it through my console.
No. Also, isn't that going to make the download take longer if you're streaming?
You're streaming at the same time on the same thing. It's updating. So
yep. Anyway, that's coming.
What an interesting idea.
We also got, this is the weirdest update I've seen. Todd Howard mentioned that Blade game.
Oh, okay.
He said he was that Entertainment Weekly interview where they had the OD stuff. They asked him about it. He said, "I'm not at liberty to say when, but I saw some stuff yesterday." This is May 21st, and the folks over at Arcane are doing a really, really good job. And it's like, this is the only sign of life we've had of this in years.
But not only that, it's clearly damage control,
right?
Because of the because of the layoff rumors that are clearly going to happen, by the way, but that because people were like, Arcane was one of the ones that people were worried about, and everyone was like, wow, damn, Blade just can't catch fucking break.
Yeah,
because his movie hasn't been made, and now his game's gonna get canceled.
Yep.
But no, they were like, no, it's still around. Trust me, I swear.
Yeah,
it looks great. It looks fantastic.
The head developer for Ori and the Blind Forest was talking about Xbox Game Pass, and we don't have time to go into the full thing, but there was the weirdest fucking tweet I've ever seen. I kind of understand what he's saying. So the last piece of this is the argument that he's making is if you have a permanent income source like Game Pass, you don't have to like struggle to survive, and so you don't end up creating the kind of experiences because you don't have to chase the like mind-blowing success because you're very safe.
Yes.
But his last paragraph here, I was just watching this motherfucker get dragged on Twitter. Game Pass is in some ways a little like communism, and just like with communism, if you don't give people a strong incentive to roll up their sleeves and go the extra mile, they won't. And if you then don't get the quality you need, it all comes crashing down because players will not pay up unless you basically force them to by making content that's so good that they feel that they miss out if they don't check out. And so the entire comment section is like, so communism is capitalism, apparently.
Yeah, that's how capitalism works, dude. That's not even close to the idea.
I kind of understand what he's saying, and that there's like a broader protection where the thing about the best description of capitalism, right, is that you have to strive, and then if you strive well, you are rewarded with the money, and that if you don't have to strive because the system isn't threatening to starve you to death on the street if you don't succeed, then you don't have as much incentive to take that shot. And I get it. It's just it's very poorly worded, and I don't know why the fuck you'd say that shit on Twitter and hit the enter key. Like,
well, the other problem is it's an old thing where that everybody's just like, look, if you gave everybody money, nobody wants to work anymore. It's just like, yeah, but that's not always true, because there's a lot of games that were ended up on Game Pass that never would have ended up being made at all that we thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
One of them was that that awesome medieval art style book game that came out, Pentiment, and they straight up were like, look, if it wasn't for Game Pass, we never would have even made this thing. And that game is fantastic.
Yep. Hey, remember that CEO of GameStop and how he's going to buy eBay, Ryan Cohen? He basically said he wasn't going to. He asked the board to rescind the $35 billion bonus that he would get if he, I think, it expanded the market valuation of GameStop by 10x.
Yeah.
And they were like, so he wants them to get rid of that so that he can get back to his main focus, buying eBay.
What the fuck? He's still doing that?
Yes. Even though eBay's like, no.
Yeah, they keep going, no, dude.
No.
No means no, man.
Absolutely not.
He's like, well, what if I gave you $10 in store credits? They're like, no.
Stock. What if I gave you stock and some bad amount of cash?
I can't believe he's still fucking doing this. Like, I thought it was just like a joke that he made, but no, he's still going.
Yep. EA is laying off a bunch of people.
Oh, geez.
Ahead of the sale to the Saudi investment fund. This is a lot of, what was the idea here? It was remote roles, as well as some other, I don't know. It's a bunch of, recruitment, customer support, and trust and safety. Great.
Okay.
Great.
The customer support thing I can kind of get.
Great.
Because they're probably just going to, send them overseas or something.
Sure.
Recruitment wise,
they're probably going to
getting rid of people. Yeah, that's
probably
going to
make them. Well, no, the thing is that if you look at this, recruitment, customer support, trust, safety, you know, all three of those have in common. You could send them to a fucking AI chatbot.
And
get a terrible experience out of it. Where it's like
every time.
Yep. So
well, Jeff, they're going to be replaced with DJs and soccer players more.
That's right.
That's what's going to happen.
Let's see. Speaking of AI, one of the guys, one of the Pocket Pair's head of publishing communication, had this really nice quote where they talked about how the advent of AI is a lot like the early crypto thing, where like the investors are super psyched for it, but nobody else seems to have any interest in it, and they keep going like, "Come on, you guys, get interested already!
Come on, be excited!" I specifically ordered it.
Yeah. He said, quote, "We have a lot of artists in-house. They like doing stuff for themselves. There's no reason to get rid of them for the sake of an AI doing it. It just seems pointless."
That's true.
And I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sounds
AI is the problem with AI art is that every time you do that, you have to hire somebody to fix the art.
So said, here's another quote from him. Gamers don't want it. And if the gamers don't want it, I guess that's it, right? Not much of a conversation to be had. Like, yep. That's,
yeah.
I don't know, talk about it every fucking week. But at the end of the day, I have yet to see anybody in the Discord or in the comments or something that's like, hey, fuck you guys. AI rules. I want everything to be more expensive.
Well, no, it turns out those are AI bots.
Oh, those are the AI bots.
That's who told us that.
This is interesting. The French union STJV called for a industry-wide strike the day that we're recording this. I haven't looked up to see if anything is happening, but they call it God, where is it? It's Summer Grieve Fest.
That is an awesome name. Good on you, French guys.
Yeah, and their main target at this point is fucking Quantic Dream, which, you know, just tried to put out a multiplayer thing that failed really, really badly and then laid off a bunch of people. And
Which game was that one?
That was that weird MOBA fantasy thing that came out and nobody knew except for me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, that thing that nobody knew about shut down. They were like, the what did what?
I remember now, yeah.
Like, more people knew about the Imagine Dragons thing than that.
They did,
thing,
yeah.
so.
But it had the words Imagine Dragons in it.
That was Quantic Dream, for God's sake.
Yeah.
34 big things. The game company, they made Redout and Carmageddon Rogue Shift. Redout was a futuristic kind of F-Zero style racer.
Okay.
Is purchasing themselves back from Embracer.
Oh.
In something that we've been seeing more and more of. They're basically, I want to know, is there a new investment strategy where you can just get bought out for a stupid amount of money and then wait a year and then give them back like a third of the money to get the fucking company back and just walk away with like 2/3 of the investment?
Well, it's like that shotgun roulette. You gotta just keep hoping you got blanks so you don't lay off a bunch of people in time to do it.
Let's see. Richard Garriott was in the news.
I heard about this.
This is the weirdest thing of all time. So EA owns Ultima and hasn't done jack shit with it for a long time. But it turns out that in U.S. copyright law, after 35 years, you can reclaim a copyright. Now, you can't reclaim the trademark. So EA still has the trademark for all Ultima, but the copyright means that he can do something like make a game that is Lord British's Ultima.
Yeah.
Like,
which again, he is known as that, by the way. We didn't make that up.
Yes. And he wants to. He wants to do that. I'm like, well, good for you, man. Like, I was never an Ultima guy. I didn't play Ultima Online. I tried playing the old games, and I was like, this is too complicated.
Is he still in Austin?
I don't know.
For people who don't know, he lived in Austin, and Chris used to talk about going to his house for haunted houses he made.
He made this
using the Ultima money.
Incredibly sophisticated haunted house experiences, and then would invite a specific number of people out on Halloween to go through it. It was a big fucking party and shit.
Yeah.
It was like one of those things that you heard about in Austin. It was like, oh, I want to go. And it's like, well,
yeah,
too bad.
Apparently Chris would go every now and then.
This is a funny one. Shinji Mikami was asked by this streamer on a Japanese variety show about like how he felt about people streaming games, and his answer was most fucking pragmatic thing I've ever heard in my life. He's like, well, if we've done our job right, people should watch somebody stream a game and go, you know, I want to play that, and then go buy it and play it.
Yeah.
Like, if you've made a game that's so boring that people just want to watch people stream it, then like you probably haven't done your job right.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that I've watched people play that I'm like, no, yeah, I don't like. I could watch somebody play The Last of Us 1 and 2 and not want to play it, but if somebody is playing, say, you know, Resident Evil 9, like we are, and I'm just like, I really do want to play that game because that game was fucking rad as shit, and I actually was playing part of that game.
Fuck, man, you and I took turns, and I want to play the parts of that game I didn't get to play before.
Exactly. Like that's exactly what he's saying. It's like, if you can watch this and not have the urge to play this game, we probably didn't do a good enough job for it.
We talked last week about how there's a group of activist investors who are trying to oust the head of Katakawa because they believe that Elden Ring should have made stockholders way more than it did. And because the head of the company is too conservative, that they are incompetent and should be ousted. They had a vote on that this week, and he managed to not get ousted, but his support went down by like 45%. So instead of like 90% support, he's got like fucking 65% support. So I desperately don't want these fuckers getting their hands on FromSoft. I'm like, please don't let the money vultures. They've done it so right where they're just like, well, here's another one. It's even better. And everyone's like, fuck it, I gotta get it. I gotta have that.
Yeah,
take all my money.
Like, honestly, the only thing that would probably keep them from worrying about too much is just, let them do the Bloodborne thing, please.
Yep.
I'd be happy to do that, please, please, pretty please.
All right, Tencent is apparently getting ready to pull out of a whole bunch of game investments.
Oh God, again. This killed a bunch of other fucking games.
Well, the one that is currently on the list is apparently Marvelous Entertainment that they bought a while back that just hasn't done. And I was trying to think of the last time I booted up a game and heard Marvelous. Like,
what did they even make? I don't even remember anymore.
They did a lot of those like Senran Kagura Titty Ninja games.
That's
and,
right.
RPGs and stuff.
Yeah. What was the last thing they made?
That's a good question. It's probably something that we didn't fucking play, but let's see. Marvelous. These are games. Monster Hunter Stories. Oh, did they make Monster Hunter Stories?
Yeah, made the first
Demon X.
one.
It was probably the Demon X Machina.
Demon X Machina games.
Yep.
Then, yeah.
Is it there? That's probably the last one that they put out.
Oh jeez, I forgot
played.
they did a God Eater. They did the God Eaters.
But anyway, it was an interesting thing because they also talked about Tencent said that it is willing to, like that previous story, it is willing to let the companies buy themselves out of their own contracts for less than Tencent paid for them in order to just get that shit off the fucking books. Like all they want is fucking winners. They don't want anybody that's shaky. They just want AAA blockbusters. So
that's an interesting idea, but it's good if they are able to do it. Like these studios could survive that way, but it's poor guys.
And then let's finish up. We're a little over. Let's finish up with a couple of stupid things. Did you hear about this stupid congratulations on your purchase game on Steam?
No.
This game costs $1,000. It is 10 minutes long. You walk by a bunch of poorly rendered Unreal Engine 5 people clapping and photos, things going off. You walk up to a wall, you get to sign your name, and then that's it. It's $1,000, and like the trailer for it is like, you know what this is, you know what you paid for, this is what this is. I don't know how Steam handles $1,000 refund because it takes 10 minutes to play this game. If you played less than 2 hours, you get a refund on Steam. So
I was about to say, is there like something that is like you finish the game type of thing? Is that something that they can stop?
Nope, that's not part of the criteria.
That's an interesting idea.
Yep. It's obviously a fucking. Like it's a stunt. Apparently, it's had 3 sales so far, and then one of the things that somebody wrote on the wall is apparently like a slur or something. So
I'm not surprised by that. If you're gonna spend $1,000, you might as well do something weird.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's stupid.
It's very stupid.
And then last but not least, it was interesting. There's this little
somebody
game,
pirate that game.
Speaking of which, there's a little game called Bergie's Cozy Kitchen that is a game where you have these little guys that come up. It's a little cooking mini game, right? Apparently it sold okay, and then a Chinese streamer picked it up and started playing it, and it got fucking went crazy. And then people started playing it, but what they didn't know was that this game has, I think they said it's like 7 different piracy verification things in it, and if it detects that your thing is pirated, every NPC that comes up to your counter is wearing a fucking tricorn pirate hat. They all only pay $1 and they leave a negative review. And so people immediately started asking what the fuck why this game was broken. And the developer was like, it's not. Buy it. At which point, apparently, it sold really, really well. Like, people went out and thought it looked fun enough because it lets you play for like an hour before it starts happening. And the guy now got like, also it plays this one little pirate ditty that's in the game really loud the entire time.
Honestly, that's kind of a fun way of playing it, just to see how far you get.
Yep. And like it's now up to like it's got a pretty decent it's got a 1,200 person concurrent player count.
Good for them.
And so what a fun little story. With that, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we got more trailers. Stick around, everybody. And we're back. And Michael, it's been just the news. Let's watch
It's
some
been
fun.
newstastic, I
Let's
think.
watch some video game fucking trailers for fucking video games that people want to play video. I feel like
Oh, and it's getting canceled. How did that happen?
yeah. Oh, well, you better hope not, because the first trailer is for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3.
Oh, shit.
Because
You tricked me.
you got. Well, I was like, Michael's going to sit through all of this. I might as well give him something fun to talk about. We'll kick it off with the fun stuff.
No, this
So,
is actually very exciting. I did watch this earlier.
there's a new Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 trailer. It looks a lot like, we got the main character comes in and they're in a big open world and it's the future, and you got Brett over here is a real jerk ass.
The fact his name is Brett made me laugh out loud.
But now you got to go to school. You got to join the fucking time police or whatever.
Yeah,
And,
you gotta join time police school.
yeah, got to go to time police school. And then there's
I'm not really sure it's even time police stuff anymore. I don't really know anymore.
bunch of characters, bunch of stuff. Michael, why does the main character then just turn into all of your favorite Dragon Ball characters?
Well, that's the thing. That's a new thing. That
okay.
Like that. All the
I wasn't
others
sure whether there was a reason or whether.
But there is, but we don't know why, because this is a new idea. Because currently, in the Xenoverse games, you're just the created character and you fight and you learn moves that they know.
Yeah.
Because they show that there's some of that stuff happen, but somehow they're able to like gain the soul power of the people that they train with. Because that's the thing, is a lot of the lines that happen during the trailer are like lines that are clearly like, if you're training enough, that they're like, oh, you're doing really well and you're even stronger than whatever his name is, type of thing.
Brett?
But instead instead the voice that's apparently in his head is like, because that's the other thing that it reveals, is that there's a voice talking to your character player.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, we're going to do an adventure. And you're just like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
Because you also apparently just show up in this world because everybody's confused by your very existence.
Sure.
But apparently this little voice can cause you to transform into Dragon Ball characters.
Yep.
And do their attacks as them instead of just doing their actual attacks normally.
Wow, that's lucky. Be real
Yeah.
shitty if you just turned into like the fucking guy with the truck from
The farmer with a shotgun?
Yeah.
That's literally all anybody knows him as. I think he has a name, but I think he's only known as farmer with a shotgun. And so, yeah, it's just very interesting because we're not really sure what any of this all means.
Yep.
Like, this takes place thousands of years later. And so it's cool seeing that, like, Saiyan still exists, that everybody seems to be dressed like the Great Saiyaman when they're on these patrols. We don't really know if there's even time police stuff even now in this game.
Sure.
We just know that you can, like, meet some people. And it makes sense that Piccolo's still alive. That motherfucker is immortal.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm really curious why you transform into these characters.
So that did its job. It got you, as a Dragon Ball fan, excited to see what happens.
I'm very
next.
excited because it reminds me of it's like an anniversary thing, because there's Matt Frank would get this, which is that there's two shows that happened during a certain time frame. One was called Kamen Rider Decade. The other one was called, I think it was Gokaiger. And what it is they had these little things that let you transform into other characters.
Okay.
Or other that there were characters in the past, like Kamen Rider shows or past Super Sentai shows.
Okay.
And I think they're going with that angle, like as like an anniversary celebration of like Dragon Ball type thing, because it is the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball at the moment.
With some kind of made up bullshit about why you could turn into everybody else, all your favorites, all your besties and faves.
And so I'm excited to see where that's going. Also, the other thing that's really funny that people noticed about this trailer, I think it was in this trailer, it's some screenshots or something. There's a point where the guy's name was written somewhere as like a health bar. And apparently somebody translated saying, hey, this guy's name in Japanese technically is the equivalent of John. So his name is literally John Xenoverse, essentially.
Okay.
So that is the gag that people were having right now. Or John Dragon Ball was the name that people were calling him.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Yeah. We still don't have any kind of release date or window or anything.
No, we just know that, I think last year we were told it was, or not last year, I think we were just told it's next year.
Next year, yeah.
And that's all we have currently.
Okay.
Which I am excited about, which I'm sure it's like, November or whatever.
We also got, I always like to throw a little Fortnite in here. We got the Supergirl and Crypto skins for Fortnite. I actually don't really care about the Supergirl skins, but I kind of want the Crypto.
Yeah, Crypto is one of the pets that you can get. And because he used to be, the rumor used to be that he was going to be the very first pet that you could get in the game, and it's clear it's the same model they used as the attack. Which is why he was the rumor that he's going to be the very first pet. And now and he's supposed to be out the day after we record this. So June 26th. So that means that you can't buy Superman though, because he's part of the season pass at the moment, at least. Although there's still talk about doing some of the old season passes forward, because that was announced already. That they're doing one.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're lucky, you'll eventually get a Superman. So with your crypto again, if you didn't play before that point.
I was just saying, when you guys do your Supermaniacs podcast, you could just play Fortnite with Supergirl and then put that like render it out with the podcast behind it, like I've done, and then put it on YouTube. Yeah. And then you just have,
I'm buying that crypto, though.
Supergirl review plus 2 hours of Fortnite.
I said I would never buy crypto, but I'm buying a crypto.
Yeah, there you go. That's solid right there. That's solid work. We also got some gameplay of The Immortal for Invincible Versus.
This was very exciting.
Yeah.
And also because they, in the trailer, they used the line from the comic instead, which is the line where he says, "I didn't like you," and is like, and the feeling is mutual. Yeah. And I'm like, that's great. I'm happy that you guys, I finally got to hear the line said, spoken out loud.
Yeah.
But I love that apparently Immortal has like kind of the way the Phoenix is in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Where you can kind of like come back with limited health.
Yeah, you'll just come back pissed off as shit. Yeah. And just like, you can just wail on people for a bit longer. And I think that's really fun. And it makes sense because that's his character.
Of course. And
he just looks really fun, to be honest.
It does, yeah. I haven't actually played through, I was talking about this before we started. I haven't played through Invincible yet. But I've always wanted to. I want to give it a shot. I've just been kind of tracking it to be like, is this on sale yet, motherfucker? Yeah. It's already installed on my system. I just need a license for it.
Surprisingly, yeah, it's just not. It hasn't gone on sale at all. But and honestly, I'm amazed it hasn't, because the player count is still kind of like low at the moment. But I really hope that more people come back for the characters that are coming out, because usually that happens.
I haven't looked into it, but I mean, it's possible from when it came out that they might have just been able to ride the season 4 popularity to decent sales to the point where they don't have to put it on sale or anything, and they don't have to maintain an online, thing. There's plenty of people that play the game just offline, right?
Yeah, that is the thing. And also, I love the fact that they gave him a fucking Abraham Lincoln outfit.
I was good.
It makes me laugh so much.
Comic thing, right? Like,
well, no, it's because it's not just a comic thing. It's in the show too, where it's revealed that Immortal has been around for so long that he was Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
In fact, there's a great gag in the comic that it was supposed to be in this latest season, but it didn't happen. Yeah, where he's like, "Well, I didn't technically die when John Wilkes shot me, and I felt really bad that I couldn't tell everybody that I was alive, because then everyone would know." Right. And it's just like a quick panel of him like at a dinner explaining this, and that's like the end of it. I'm like, I want to know more about that conversation. I love that.
Let's see. We had a bunch of fighting game stuff. We got. I know there was another one of these that came out, but when I was doing the layout for this, Tokon is starting to put out like big in-depth character guide things.
I haven't seen this, but I love the idea of that happening.
They put one out for Captain America. I did notice that when they got to the specials, that I don't know if I knew this specifically, but they've got like both inputs and like
easy ones?
Quick button. Yeah, okay. like you can, instead of doing a quarter circle, there's like a quarter circle button that you can hold down.
That's kind of fun.
So I'm like, oh, okay. Or at least that's what it seems like, because when they show some of the special moves, you can see there's a quick is like, there's a thing that says strike. QS, but then there's actually input on the manual for a quarter circle.
Yeah, it says quick and does it say normal or manual?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're doing the idea of kind of similar to what Capcom has been working with.
I'll tell you, Michael, it seems like Captain America is just your fucking Ken Ryu.
I'm fine with that, because he's always been that guy.
He throws the shield. He's got a Shoryuken. He's got a backwards kind of like not a hurricane kick, but just kind of like a forward jumping kick motion.
Does the shield come back automatically?
Yes, but it appears that if you continue with the inputs, that you can then, when the shield comes back, you can punch it back like up to I think 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
So I didn't watch this entire thing because this was 5 minutes and I was under the gun today. But
I was very curious about the way the shield is, because the way the shield works in the Marvel vs. Capcom games is you have to manually come back for it.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, because when it bounces, you're supposed to like jump and catch it in midair, but if you get hit, the shield just falls to the ground.
There's combos. It seems like the combos are all just like button. Like they're not like a change up. I don't know if there's like advanced combos somewhere in there.
I'm sure there's like an advanced like set of things you can do, because that's usually, because a lot of them always have like these pro ones.
There's a kind of ricochet.
Okay, so it just straight up comes back to him no matter what.
Yes.
Okay.
But then you can also there's like straight throws, and there's like bouncing throws, and there's like air bouncing throws and stuff. So
that's really cool though. I'm like actually really excited about that.
Bunch of different things that you can do.
I'm a little more sold on his default outfit as more time goes on, because it's like he's got a jacket on for some reason.
I noticed that he has like the A has these like stylized wings next to it that make it look like a rectangle, which is kind of cool.
Because I guess it's like the doing it without having the wings like on the side of his head,
right?
And I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. It's one of the better redesigns in my opinion. Because as much as I love like Super Sentai and like other things like that, I'm not super sold on like Iron Man's weird
Gundam Iron Man
Gundam Kamen Rider outfit.
Yeah,
I might just use the pre-order outfit for it.
The other thing that it was a little weird to me about this is at the end they have these just like incredibly long combos that they're showing off, and they're always beating up Storm, and I'm like, oh my god, can you just switch somebody else in there?
That's because Captain America hates mutants for some reason.
Good lord,
that's a running gag in Marvel fans. They're like, Captain America when he sees like a normal civilian, they're there. When Captain America sees a mutant, you're like, you better fucking get out of my fucking sight.
Yeah. Anyway, they've got another one that just came up today for Ms. Marvel, I think. It's nice they're doing the big in-depth things. I will say, though, that it was terrible to watch this because then I watched the gameplay footage for Fatal Fury City of Wolves with Kenshiro.
Oh, my God.
And, like, it looks
painful.
so much slower and, like, less flashy. And I get that, it's its own game, right? Like, it is
its own game, yeah. That's not really the issue I had with this trailer.
Oh, what did you have? What was your issue with the trailer?
I think his voice is fucking terrible.
Oh, yeah?
He's got an English voice actor for the normal trailer, and he sucks. Because there's a normal trailer with him. I don't know if you have that. Or it's like
no.
it's like the cinematic like him introduction showing off his moves trailer.
Oh,
and he's got like his lines, and he sounds so bored, like he doesn't want to be there type of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's a line where and they replaced one of his lines. It's that one or their character trailer.
Yeah,
they replaced one of his lines because because I watched the Japanese trailer just to get the fucking terrible voice out of my head.
Okay,
and the good voice in my head.
Right, and
he does the Omo Shindodo, the "You're already dead" line. And the English one, they don't even say it. They're like the point where he's supposed to say it. He goes, "Oh, you've never heard of other techniques or some shit like that."
Oh.
But the way he says it is like, "Well, you've never heard about other techniques or whatever."
Oh, that's fucking.
And I'm just like, oh god,
oh no.
Like, yeah, every time he talks, anytime he talks, you're just like, you are fucking awful.
Okay,
you sound like you recorded this while watching a show.
Oh my goodness. All right,
I get what they're trying to go for because he's supposed to be the character that's kind of just like he's not really bored, but he always just is very stoic about ways of things.
Yeah,
and he's seen so many horrors that he's kind of just sort of disconnected almost.
Sure.
But it's just awful.
Right.
Like, because I've heard other English Kenshiros before, and they're all way better than this guy. And hearing him say, like, because at the end of the trailer they go Fatal Fury or whatever, he's like Fatal Fury City.
Right,
I'm like, fuck this trailer.
I'll have to watch that. I didn't even have that.
It's
trailer,
really bad. If you guys get a chance, look up the Japanese trailer instead.
Speaking of really bad, if you want to see the weirdest fucking thing, Michael, so here's the thing. This is Call of Duty Mobile.
What the fuck? I didn't hear about this, by the way.
Call of Duty Mobile is where they dumped the Persona 5 skins.
What the fuck?
And they're like realistic Call of Duty skins, and so they look so weird. It's like Joker and the two of the other ladies.
Yeah, but they're like ultra realistic.
They're so realistic characters, so weird looking, and it's like, oh, wow, that's creepy. That's creepy.
This is probably the worst thing I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, it's just very weird to see them all like super duper. It's like when you saw Homer, the super realistic Homer Simpson, and you're like, oh god, no.
It's like when somebody grabs a picture of Persona 5 and goes, AI, make this realistic, and it's just gross. Oh my god, and they're not as realistic as I'm making it sound. Like I make it sound like it is like normal Call of Duty where they would be.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty damn realistic in a way that makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, well, prepare to be more uncomfortable with more Black Ops, because we also got the trailer, the summer of action in Black Ops 7 Warzone, and the way that this was marketed. I don't know if you know this or not.
I think I know what it is, but it doesn't make it any less weird.
Nicolas fucking Cage is now in Warzone. And there was a bunch of like voice lines with him. I had this problem a long time ago when I watched the one for Ballerina, where it's like he has like just this dead facial expression, and it looks like kind of bad. Like,
well, it's creepy because the reason a lot of his lines work in movies is he's very expressive.
Right. He's very animated. Yeah.
So, like, because I watched Spider Noir and he's very expressive in that. And watching this, he's got some expressions, but he's not expressing the way he should be.
He's a very maximalist actor, and then seeing this very just kind of like, and he's not even playing. Like, I would be more interested if he was playing like
one of the story characters.
Yeah, like
or something.
what's his fuck from Face Off?
Oh,
Castor Troy.
Yeah.
If it was Castor Troy, I'd be like, okay, well that makes sense. You give him the fucking, the suit and the guns and the hairdo and all that shit. Like, or give him the long hair from fucking Con Air. Make him the guy from Con Air.
That movie that we couldn't remember the name of still, where he knows things that are going to happen.
Make him fucking his character from The Rock, for God's sake. But just the idea, it's like, it's Nicolas Cage. I'm like, make it the one from Vampires in Kiss or whatever.
Yeah,
like
the other problem is there's a lot of shots of where it's like his like default face, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
that looks weird from, especially right there, like that one that we just saw where he's looking at his gun.
He also looks like
looks just dead.
He also looks like he's wearing eyeliner.
Yeah,
and I don't know why. I think it's because he's supposed to have lashes or whatever.
Well, part of it makes it look like it's somebody wearing a Nicolas Cage mask.
Right.
Is like in some shots, and that's what makes it weird.
But,
You're like, what am I looking at?
Hey, I'll tell you what. It makes more sense than fucking Cheech and Chong or Nicki Minaj or Beavis and Butthead, okay?
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
It does make more sense than that.
But does it make more sense than the cannabis monster?
It does make more sense than Persona 5.
It does, yes.
So,
also, I'm amazed that they got him for that. I don't know what they offered him.
I think I read an article one time with Nicolas Cage where he's like, I have to keep working. If I'm not working, I get in trouble. And so
That's
I'm pretty
true.
sure Nicolas Cage will take any fucking job, like, as long as there's some money behind it. And that's how we got Willy's Wonderland.
That's probably, that's probably true, actually. He needs to buy more dinosaur skulls.
He had, it was real wholesome. I read an interview with him where he was like, if there's a little director that has an idea and they've only got like $5,000, and I'll be like, I'll come out for a weekend for $5,000, like, because all of his problems, I think, were because he was just sitting around with no roles and a lot of money, and he's kind of manic, and so he just started buying shit.
Well, it was also taxes as well.
Yep.
He wasn't paying the taxes with the money he was doing that with, so it made it worse.
So,
and he. What I also like about him is he's a big fan of like just film and roles and stuff.
Yeah,
that he just wants to work. So yeah.
Yep. We got a trailer for Netflix is trying again at the gaming. This is a thing called Unhinged.
Okay.
It's got Zoe Kravitz and Sadie Sink and Troy Baker.
Well, of course that's Troy Baker.
And it's like a lady that's going back to her house to get something in the middle of a big hurricane, and then there's like a murder guy. There's like a Michael Myers in there.
Oh, somebody broke into her place while she was gone.
Yeah. And apparently the whole thing is a phone game.
Oh, well,
where
that's
you're
weird.
like, you use the phone to like look around, I guess.
How does
Some
that
kind
work?
of integration. I don't know. This is out now. I didn't realize it was out now, or else I would have fucking made somebody play it. But and it's kind of a choose your own adventure. It's like 30 to 40 minutes long. It's part of the Netflix subscription. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's getting some like a little bit of buzz because they got some actual fucking people to do voice lines for
Sorry,
it,
I was about to laugh out loud because it said Sadie Sink and it was cut to her standing next to a sink, and I almost lost my shit immediately.
Yep.
Somebody did that on purpose.
Yep. Yeah. OD,
fucking assholes.
OD, this is not.
No.
But
can he add Joker from Persona 5 to it?
I don't know.
Preaching Dante from Devil May Cry.
I don't know. I want to see a review of this thing before I fucking sink 30 minutes of my life. I'll never get back into it.
Yeah, I'm curious how this works. Yeah,
I have Netflix, but I'm not fucking touching their quote unquote games.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
All right. How about some like regular schmegular video games? We got an update. Witchfire is getting an update called Revelations. They're adding some new areas and some new types of guns and some new enemies. For anybody who doesn't remember, Witchfire is the game from a bunch of People Can Fly devs, where you play as like a kind of a it's like a first-person shooter, but you're using magical witch guns to blow up monsters and shit.
And this is only a PC game so far, right?
Right now, it's currently in early access. And so that's this.
Because I'm excited about this, but I don't really game on my PC correctly.
Yeah. I mean, it's still in early access. I would probably wait for I think I actually bought it, tried playing it a little bit, and then refunded it because I'm like, this needs more time in the oven.
Yeah.
but it looks real nice. Like when I played it, it was very hard, and so that was one of the things that I was a little bit like, oh, geez. But apparently, they also have a thing in here where if you take too much loot, it like curses the world and starts to make like these like weird monsters appear and stuff. But
you get more reward, possibly.
But you get to take all the rewards with you. So yeah, I think it looks really good. Like it looks cool. It's very unique in the way that it looks.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I was so excited about the idea of it. It's just like I'm always a big fan of shooters that aren't just a normal shooter.
Yeah. But it's
That's
also
why I
been
love so much.
It's also been in development for 1 billion fucking years.
That's true. So, I remember the first time we saw a trailer, and I'm like, I can't wait for this. And that was like years ago.
Yep. Well, you won't have to wait as long for Cultic, because Cultic is coming out on consoles. This is that the kind of boomer shooter blood style game. Jason and I played it on a Asylum many years ago. But it was a PC only game, and now they're putting it out on consoles.
It looks fantastic.
I put this on here because I'm like, this is right up my fucking Michael's alley.
Yeah, I love that shit. I need to buy more of these games that are really boomer shooter ones, because I never bought that Star Trek or Starship Troopers one that they came out with.
Oh yeah, and there's like Forgive Me Father.
Yeah, those were also pretty cool. I remember playing that with you for the second one.
Yep,
and that was pretty cool. I love these games. That's why I'm like, if I had more time and more money, I would just buy these and play mostly these while listening to something.
Coming out July 23rd, Xbox, PS5, Switch 2.
You guys have no idea how much I play these games.
Let's see. We got an announcement trailer for a game called Give Us a Sign. From everything I can tell, this appears to just be what's the Ghost Hunter game? Phasmophobia, yeah.
Yeah, it's got that Phasmophobia. It's like probably that, but more...
It's like
maybe
PT
it's a single person, maybe?
Phasmophobia. It's got the guy, he's kind of talking. He's like trying to figure out what the monster is. Apparently, this is going to use the microphone in the PS5 controller.
Oh, so you can do it from just so that way anybody could do it.
Right, as part of that. And apparently, you can play it by yourself, or it's also got multiplayer. This is a great... These games are an interesting idea.
Yeah.
I always like it when they're a little bit more... Like, Jason and I played that one for the Asylum that had a little bit more like spookiness, weirdness to it, as opposed to Phasmophobia, which is very kind of realistic almost.
Yeah, that's a little too realistic sometimes, except for when you die and stuff like that. But yeah. I'm a big fan of just like these weird like paranormal type just game things that don't involve like actual like fighting them things.
Yep.
Especially because you can make them very spooky very easily.
Yep.
So I think that's why they work. So,
and it's a wish list. We got some more information about that fucking horrible Saw game.
Oh yeah.
I got a 4-minute trailer showing how that game works, and it made me even less interested in it than I was before.
Oh, no.
Apparently the levels will be procedurally generated, and then you play either as the escapees or the killer.
The accused and the judge is what they're calling them.
But that's just this level. They're going to be adding more killers and more.
Oh, is it just fucking Dead by Daylight also?
Pretty much.
That's dumb.
Well, sort of. The killer can be beat up.
You can beat them up?
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
They're not like supernatural. So the killer has access to all these like catwalks and shit over the top. It looks like before the round starts, they can go around and set traps and do stuff. And then apparently there are places where if the characters get like trapped, if they get like caught, they get put into a saw trap where they can basically choose to maim themselves, which will make it harder to play the game, or try to wait for their teammates to get them out. Which may or may not happen. And I'm like, okay,
well,
I guess
that's not one of the better ideas that it has. At least.
It's I don't know. The whole thing is like, okay, I kind of feel like I would like this more if it wasn't Saw.
Yeah,
like I kind of feel like the Saw is actually doing making it worse.
Yeah, it's actually doing it less favors because of the fact that it is tied to this specific thing. It's also takes place in a time frame that none of these movies have ever done, or have ever alluded to the idea that this was a thing.
Yep.
So it's like, what are we doing here?
I don't know. But
it's clear that they did it because it got them the money, or they probably had an idea like this, but they're like, why don't we just do this all?
Right.
Do it all, and then just went from there.
Well, Bloober Team, I mean, they've had good results with the Silent Hill stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then I bet that I'm with you where I bet the only reason this got funded was because somebody wanted some kind of online multiplayer Saw game.
Yeah. And I'm not going to pretend that a single player Saw game probably was super easy to make. type of thing.
Was it just like, oh, you're trapped and you've got the Jurassic Park trespasser hand to try to figure out what's going on?
And then that's the whole game.
That's the whole game.
Like if you die, you die, and if you maim yourself, you're just gonna die later.
The problem with Saw is that it's like, do you let yourself die, or do you cut into the stomach of this still alive man in order to get the key? And I'm like, well, what? Press X to cut the stomach open? Yeah, press
I'm just
X.
gonna do that.
I won.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's
Like,
just,
will
it's
you
like
crawl
work.
through these razor blades? What? Press forward on the left stick? I mean, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm not there, so it's fine.
Yep.
The guy's screaming. You're like, I'm not. That's not me. I don't fucking need to care about
It's
any
not
of
even a real person.
Exactly.
So
That is the unfortunate thing about games like this.
yeah. I don't know. It looks okay, but I'm really just not into this general oeuvre. So
I do love the idea that you can just beat up the fucking guy.
I don't think
That's hilarious.
I don't think you could kill him, but they're like, yeah, if you get enough of the players together with like lead pipes, you can just fucking like go after the guy. So
I think that's hilarious. It's probably just to keep him from setting more traps and stuff like that.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. Let's see. We also got a trailer for the demo. I've been a big booster of this one to Michael.
Yeah.
The Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest.
It's awesome.
Which, for anybody who doesn't know, this is basically just what if Simon's Quest was good, y'all.
Pretty much. And to the point where it just looks a lot like Simon's Quest.
The sprites and the enemies and the UI and everything is so fucking Castlevania that it hurts.
It's kind of incredible.
It's got the color palette. But then it's got some more modern sensibilities when it comes to some of the combat and stuff.
It also made sure that everybody doesn't look exactly the same.
Right.
At least when it comes to some sprites.
This one shows a little bit more than Michael, than you've seen.
Yeah.
So I like they've got some big ass bosses. They've got some interesting little upgrade mechanics and sub weapons and stuff, which is all pretty cool. And hey, I liked Simon's Quest, so the idea of like, what if Simon's Quest was really good, is appealing to me in a
100%.
big way.
I feel like somebody should do this with Zelda 2 as well.
Oh yeah, Adventures of Link. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest.
It's fucking awesome.
Hey man, that shit's not copywritten.
I feel like an easy way of doing the one that we just mentioned is call it Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah.
Fitzgerald 2, The Legend of Mink.
The Adventures of Elliot.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Elliot 2. See, we got the cinematic announcement for Trivia Murder Party 3, which is a Jackbox game where you're doing a trivia game, but then if you don't get it right, you get kind of put into a Saw style.
Oh, yeah, I remember the original one of this.
Yeah.
I had a fun time with that original one.
I haven't played a Jackbox game in quite a while, but...
Yeah, well, the last time I did was one, I think they did the first Murder Party game.
Oh, okay.
Or the first or second one. I remember playing it at somebody's house, and I was like, this is kind of fun.
I think they're spinning this off into a standalone.
It was my brother's house. I remember that now, yeah.
And it's coming to all the consoles and stuff as well next year. So...
Yeah, the Jackbox games are just fun times.
We also got Trust Your Gut. This is Clover Pit, but with roulette.
Oh my goodness!
You're in debt and you're in this dingy basement where apparently you've got like a leg chain that's attached to a giant grinder.
Oh.
And then like every day you have to get a certain amount of money to pay your debt back. And if you don't, and there's like a little like the weird triple-headed guy over here.
Oh yeah, it switches heads. Okay, it's like a quintesson.
Yeah. And so if you pay your debts, you get to move on to the next round. And if you don't, then in a weird way, it starts up this grinder and then it just drags you via this chain into the grinder.
Oh my God.
But I don't know. I mean, again, this is just Clover Pit. Like Clover Pit is this, but slot machine.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the idea that they keep doing these things where it's like, well, what if I want to play roulette instead of a slot machine? And it's like, well, here you go.
Might as well, yeah.
So, and there's a demo out for it now, so you can check it out. Yeah, I like the little Goosebumps Quintesson guy.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So.
Crazy fucking game, but a real fun.
Apparently, there was a big VR showcase and a couple of weird things from that. One of them was this game, Actually, you know what? I'm skipping that. I'm skipping the Light Keepers. I was on the fence about this thing when I thought it was a different game, and it's not. It's not that game. I thought it was a spin-off of this game called Static Dread because it looks so much like it, and it's not.
That's a shame.
So, yeah. If you want to play Tower Defense VR Dredge, you go check out the Light Keepers. But better news, we got the Dave the Diver official release date complete edition. This is already out.
That makes sense.
This little trailer for it, because when they put it out, they put out a version that had original Dave the Diver, Into the Jungle, and all the DLC along with it as one in a physical package.
Oh, and a physical copy? Oh, I might just do that now.
So, yep.
It is on sale currently for, I don't know for how long.
Yep.
But you can buy technically all of it for like $24 basically.
Yes. It's $10 for the base game and $10 for the DLC, and then two $2 packs. Or no, I think
it's just the one $2 pack.
It's just
at
the
moment, at least
$4 pack for the Ichiro stuff, which was like $8 or $9 when it came out.
Yeah, which is the
huge.
Other 2 DLCs are free.
Yep, the Godzilla and the Dredge ones are free. Go watch Michael and I play it. We had a fucking fantastic.
Had a great time.
Fantastic
still
time.
Want to get this game eventually.
Yeah, but I actually bought all of it on the PlayStation, and I intend at some point to start over again and just play through the entire game, play all the DLC, and then go into the jungle. So
it's a really fun game.
Except for this trailer, it makes it look like it has a lot more cutscenes than it did.
That was the issue we had. But maybe we just had to get further in. I don't know.
Probably. Speaking of Dave the Diver, I wanted to get to the point where that crazy research lady has literally the matrix of guns behind her.
That was really fun in the trailer, at least.
2 Point Museum is getting a Dave the Diver crossover.
Oh.
So this appears to be, because you can send out expeditions in 2 Point Museum. You can now send them to the Blue Hole.
Oh.
You can also, it looks like, research certain, you put a sushi restaurant right in the middle of your aquarium, which is a little macabre. And then also, it looks like there's some Dave the Diver cosmetic stuff that you're able to get.
That's fun.
Which is pretty fun. Yep.
So you're just one of the many franchises.
Yep.
Of Bancho, apparently.
Shoved in. Also one of the many 2 Point Museum things. Okay, the VR thing that I will keep in here, Michael, because I don't understand how it's not about to make people have seizures, is apparently I Am Your Beast.
Oh my God.
Is in VR, and I'm like, how? I could barely play that game with a mouse and a keyboard, like with my body. How the fuck does that work?
That's
oh my
the
God.
thing. Like, I understood when Super Hot was on there because it moves as you move.
Yeah,
but this is ridiculous.
But it seems,
the sliding and stuff. How does that work?
I think that they've redone most of the levels, and that they've also given you some hit points. Because I swear to God, there's a point where it looks like they got hit one time. Because if it was the one hit death that it is in the original game. No.
Yeah, and I'm getting sick just thinking about doing this.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Would you ever want to play Hotline Miami? I want to play Hotline Miami in first person. But yeah, it's coming to Steam VR.
That's fucking wild.
After some delays, that Sand Raiders of Sophie game finally came out into early access.
Okay.
This is one where you build the giant walking mechs in the desert, and then it's a PvPvE where you're fighting other people with their giant mechs, but then also the environment to get like resources and stuff to do upgrades and survive. I actually really like the way this game looks, but I don't want to. It's kind of like Marathon. I want to play it online. So
that's the thing. This is a game that I think is an awesome idea, but I would have to have a whole group of people to play this with consistently.
Yep. Speaking of games you got to play online that I might actually be excited enough to play, there was a big update for Jump Space.
Okay.
This added in one new ship, a bunch of new mechanics, a bunch of new guns. Apparently you can like scan guns. Like if you don't pick guns up, you can, if your inventory is full, you can scan them and like build them later.
Oh, okay. That's actually a great idea.
There's also a really convoluted system where like if a person joins your game and they have a gun, they can't give it to you, but they can manufacture a copy of it and give that to you. But then as soon as they leave the game, you lose the gun.
Oh, that's actually kind of fun.
Also, you can join games that are in progress, because I think it used to be you had to join between levels.
Oh. That's a great idea, though.
As well as being able to suspend and come back. There's also been a bunch of different stuff added as far as like shields and kind of second chances. Like you get 3 kind of lives in the ship, and then your individual player lives. If you use all of those up, it refills us with lives from the ship. And so it's kind of a risk reward type of thing. Anyway, it looks like this game is really coming along. I've downloaded it a few times in early access, but it was a little rough on my system, and it definitely doesn't have like a single player version.
Yeah.
You definitely need to play it with other people. So
Yeah, that was one of those games that's like, it's a really cool, but again, people.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money for that many hookers, Jeff.
Hey, man, who does?
I can barely buy the games.
Let's see.
It's technically not illegal if you hire hookers just for games, so.
We got a full-on announcement trailer for that Lazy River game that we saw at Games Fest that I showed you.
Yeah.
Where it's a friend slot game where you're playing as, like, you're going down a lazy river in, like, a water park, but you're building a giant raft, and then you're fighting, like, zombies, but everybody's dressed like they're at a water park. You got squirt guns and stuff like that. I love this thing. I love the idea of this so much.
It's such a fun idea, like, especially because we've seen like games like this, but having the cozy river and the floaties and weapons and being like just things they would use normally, I think is just hilarious.
I love the fact that the pool noodle is a melee weapon.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to go full pool noodle and go slap zombies with a pool noodle on a lazy river.
Fun looking.
But yeah, it looks amazing. I think this one maybe had like it didn't have a demo. It was just announced. So you can wish list it, but it's great. Go look at Lazy River.
Yeah, a lot of fun with stuff going on in it.
Speaking of freaky looking weird shit, they got a 5-minute boss fight for Densha Attack. That subway car rail grinding game.
Yeah, I forgot about that thing.
The bad guys are a bunch of like magical girl train cars that then turn into a giant magical girl Voltron.
Oh my god.
And then there's like a 5-minute sequence of them fighting with the main character, and the whole time there's like a J-pop song going. There's a giant fucking robot with little pink ribbons. It looks absolutely and completely frenetic and crazy, and I really, really want to play it.
It's kind of cool.
It was supposed to be out this month, but they pushed it back to next month, July 15th.
Okay.
So
well, at least there's something for July.
Yeah. If you haven't already played it, you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, Wander Stop is out on the Switch 1 and Switch 2.
Oh, cool.
That's the
I
game.
almost forgot about Wander Stop.
Yep. Wander Stop is the game where you work in a tea house, and that's it. There is not really an objective. You're not supposed to get a certain amount of money. You're not supposed to win a thing. You're playing as a character who is burned out and just needs to stop and smell the tea. If that is interesting to you, then apparently this is a very good game. I saw a lot of reviews that were like, yeah, but then like, what's the secret objective? And it's like, there is no objective. Yeah. That's the whole point of the game.
I love the IGN review that pops up though.
Yeah.
Which is, let me see if it pops up in a second. Where is it? There, no, it's before this one. There it is. The most uncomfortable cozy game I never wanted to put down.
Yeah,
because there was like something like some story stuff that happens in it too about the characters' burnout stuff that makes it very uncomfortable.
Yep. No, it's an interesting game. It's got a lot of narrative hooks to it. It's made by the fucking Stanley Parable guy, for God's sake. But the thing is that people kept expecting it to turn into fucking Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
And it was like, no. It doesn't.
You can stop this at any time type of thing.
Yes. This is literally a game where you chose to engage with it, and that's what the game is about. And when you're done, you stop, and that's what the game is about. Yeah. And there's nothing else to the game. And people are like, wait a minute, but where is it? And it's like,
what's the secret ending? There's not. Stop it.
Amanda and I played earlier this week Deer and Boy. Deer and Boy launched.
Oh, yeah.
This is one where you play as a little kid that has a little baby deer, but then there's also a bunch of supernatural weirdness. This is basically just inside/limbo without the horrifying murder deaths.
Doesn't the deer get like bigger as it goes on?
Yes, the deer grows up as time goes on. When it starts, it can't even walk because it's injured, but then it starts following you around, and then as time goes on, it gets bigger and bigger. But there's also a bunch of weird, like, purple, evil monster smoke shit.
Okay.
So, yeah. I can't say for sure, but I'll bet you $5 that by the end of the game, one of the two are dead.
Oh, guaranteed.
So
most likely the deer,
or both,
or maybe the deer. The final boss is a hunter.
Yeah,
and you got to defeat it to save Bambi's mom or whatever.
Cat Mail Company is a game where you play as a cat running a post office. Like that's what it is. You weigh the shit, you put stamps on it, you put it in the back, it gets picked up, and more cats come and give you more mail. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, Cat Mail Company is a thing.
Yeah. It's one of those cozy type games if you're just playing cat shit.
It's coming out July 6th. July is so barren that you might just see us playing Cat Mail Simulator.
Oh, it's not me though. You go get one of them cat people that you know We know a few.
All right. Well, here's a cat game you might want to play. Garfield Escape from Monday got revealed. Boom! Garfield has been presented with dreaded vegetarian lasagna, and now he must escape from the horrible vegetarian chef that is trying to serve him spinach lasagna. This is
the hell is this?
A third-person Garfield game where you're platforming and running around and doing Rayman shit.
Oh my god!
And that's it. But the thing is that this game is very much a nothing burger, Michael, but it is arrogant. You want to know why it's arrogant?
Why? Oh, wait. Really?
The release date is September 24th.
Oh, my God. That is arrogant. Although it should have came out in November to be twice as arrogant.
Yes. Should come out right alongside Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, be the game that's also there besides Godzilla and Barbie.
It'd be that other one. It'd be the Devolver Digital one that is like, we're coming out the same day as Grand Theft Auto 6.
We're fucking doing it.
So, yeah. All right, let's wrap it up with a few quick stories. Hey, that Mecha Chameleon game is got like 7 million copies sold.
How?
Well, I don't know. So first off, do you know what this game is?
No.
Okay, this is a hide and seek game where they give you a little white like stick figure guy, and then you go off into the world and you put yourself somewhere, and then you get paint tools, and you get to try to blend in with the environment.
Now I know how it sold so much.
But the thing is that it's been found by like professional pixel artists who literally are able to go into like a museum and repaint the Mona Lisa face.
Oh my god!
In such detail in like 3 minutes, to the point where it's like almost impossible.
Even the shading.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's not even done. Like by the time they get done, it's like, what the fuck? How the fuck did you fucking do that?
Oh my god! I'm memorized.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So in the world, there's like a bunch of different paintings and stuff that you could go hide in.
Wow! Holy shit!
Yep. So this is like the new thing on Twitch.
That explains a lot. Yeah.
There's also another one where the guy has like 2 different ways to play, and they've got one guy who goes up to the I can't fast forward on fucking whatever this is, Instagram.
That's an Instagram,
but, there's this one guy, and he goes up, he does the same thing where he goes into painting and he overpaints his stick figure, but then he turns around and he's like, another person has, because you can make them squat, so that's another player that squatted on the ceiling and then just painted the top of their head black with a red dot, so they look like a security camera. So instead of actually doing this overpaint bullshit, they just did that.
I love that because it just shows how like that anybody should be able to do it.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Anyway, so yeah, Mecha Chameleon is a big new thing that we're seeing on TV or on streaming and stuff.
That's a great. No, I understand now how it sold so much.
Yep. Shinobi Art of Vengeance is jumping to the Switch 2 in November.
Oh, nice.
Or September 24th. So take that, Garfield. The day before you get snaked by Shinobi on the Switch 2.
Were they not the same day?
I thought it was the 25th for Garfield.
I don't even know. I can't remember. It's all September. Everybody's September.
I'm not opening it back up again. Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition, my favorite Sonic game.
Oh my god.
Has been launched on the Switch 2. So if you want to, you can go play Sonic Frontiers.
It does have awesome butt rock.
Yep, it does. Lords of the Fallen 2 has been delayed.
Oh my god, just come out already so nobody can care about you.
It's supposed to be a fall 2026 release window. It doesn't even have a date.
Oh my god.
Now it's into 2027. They're like, we need more time to work on it. I'm like, you cowards.
Yeah.
Come on, do it.
Losers.
Do it.
Come at me, motherfucker.
Take a chance. Give the angry people something else to buy, why don't you?
Oh my god.
You know how Last of Us 2 was supposed to have a multiplayer mode?
Yeah.
A bunch of modders are making that shit.
Oh my god.
Like for the PC version, they're actually just making the Last of Us 2 multiplayer mode. They put out a 25-minute video showing like footage of one person playing as Ellie, one person playing as Abby. They can like hunting each other down. Obviously, not going to be on consoles or anything.
Well, of course not. And also, there's only so much they can do at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, it's not all of a sudden like, oh, we made like a super intricate multiplayer. It's like, no, right now it's just a deathmatch mode.
Yeah, but
between two people.
Given the level of detail they put into the models, it's like you didn't have to do that much more to it. You just had to have the 2 people and set up the hitboxes for them to shoot each other with.
Yeah, which is why it's going to take a while to do anything more than that.
Yep. but they've been working on it. The guy that's making it says he plans to release the mod in September. September, really?
God damn, dude, stop it.
With Garfield?
You're gonna get slaughtered by Garfield.
Garfield Escape from Mondays is gonna kill you.
It's gonna eat you like lasagna.
Hey, they're making a Sea of Thieves movie.
That's fine.
Which is like
It's just pirate film, I guess.
I was like, I actually like that more than anything else because there's not a story for them to fuck up.
No, yeah.
You just do whatever you want to.
That's kind of the point. Just add the weird shit to it, and you're gone. And you're fine, basically.
Yeah, making a CGI movie that looks like the weird off-brand character models from the game.
I'm cool. Yeah, if it's an animated one, that's all they should do. If it's a non-animated one, then what are you doing?
Yep.
Just make another Pirates film. Fuck it.
And then let's finish up with a few quick things. They're putting out a nice little T60 power armor model for Fallout.
Oh.
This one it snaps together, kind of like a gunpla. It's got a bunch of different little accessories. It's got some little water decals, but you can also just paint the entire thing if you want. It's got seems like a fair amount of articulation to it from the screenshots I've seen.
Shit.
Also, this is $57, which is not bad at all.
It's not bad if with all that stuff it comes with. I'm sure you'll still have to do all the painting and everything.
Yeah.
Since it's a model. But
and
it
it's
looks
also supposed to be shipping between July 1st and September 30th of next year. So
okay,
you can still pre-order it. You can pre-order it through August 26th, but you gotta wait for it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, kind of cool though.
Speaking of weird shit, I forgot who is doing this.
I saw something about this. So I can't remember what it was.
So a company is putting out Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 on actual cartridges with actual boxes.
Is it IM 8-bit?
It might be IM. Yes, it is IM 8-bit. Thing is, these are $100 a pop.
Oh my goodness!
But they do come with a fully functional Genesis cartridge and a box and little instruction booklets. And I mean, at that point, it's like nobody's buying this to play Sonic on the Genesis.
It's a collector's item.
Yeah,
for $100.
You go to a flea market and find a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog for fucking $5. So
I went to Goodwill once and they had a copy of it for like $1.
Yeah, but if you want a fresh, clean new box and a little blue see-through Sonic thing, hey. $200 for Sonic the Hedgehog is still less than Steam Machine.
It is, yeah.
Or Xbox Series S. So yeah. And let's see. It's interesting. A bunch of modders have gotten Bloodborne running at 120 FPS.
Okay.
But you have to do it on a jailbroken PS5, something I didn't know even existed.
I've heard, because they were able to do it for the original one if you didn't update like to a certain point, and then after that it's just like it's impossible, because I did hear about them being able to do it finally, but there's just too much work to try to get it,
because on a jailbroken PS4 they were able to get it up to 60, and now with the extra hardware on a PS5 they get up to 120.
Well, that's kind of fun, I guess.
I'd love to see it. Love to see it.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to be able to buy one.
Yep.
From Soft.
100%.
You fucking
100%.
I'm with the shareholder. I'm gonna yell at you now.
Last but not least, I'm sorry to end on a down note, but there was a guy that was making one of these Unreal Engine 5 Ocarina of Time remakes.
Oh, I heard about this.
And he's like, no.
And he spent ages making this thing.
He's been making
it
for like 5 or 6 years now.
I think it was like 10 years actually.
Yeah,
which is wild.
Got all this crazy lighting in it. It's got that real Unreal Engine 5 look to it. But like Nintendo will. I don't know why people start doing this shit in the first place.
Yeah, because
the idea, like, if you were gonna make it, or like, I don't understand why you would stop making it. You're not going to step on their toes unless you're going to sell it. And if you're going to sell it, why the fuck did you start in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, I think he's actually doing it through a Kickstarter. And so I think that's your opening for the Nintendo lawyers to show up at your door.
They would have fucking annihilate you after that.
Or no, not Kickstarter, Patreon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they definitely would get you.
But
yeah, the main thing is that the game's not going to look like this whichever version that comes out.
Yep.
But he's done, or not done, but you know what I mean. Like, he's just like, I'm not going to do this because Nintendo won. They will annihilate his ass.
Well, here's the quote: "It's better to just stop the project for now, or I would be disappeared because of Nintendo ninjas."
That's true, though. That's the worst thing about it. And yeah, it's better just to stop now.
Yeah.
And also, you have something great on your resume now. Look at this really awesome Zelda remake I worked on that for a long time.
100%.
So yeah.
So, Michael, that's it. I gotta go watch, like, I don't know, fucking Parks and Recreation or something. I need like a detox these days from these news. I just feel dirty. I want to go take a shower when
I
I'm
hear
done.
really good things about an Apple TV show called Widow's Bay.
Hey, maybe I'll go watch that.
It's apparently like if Parks and Rec was fused with a horror series.
Okay. You were the third person to recommend it to me.
I haven't watched it, but
fourth.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Amanda,
it. But,
John, and Bryce have all championed this show to me.
yeah, I haven't watched it, but somebody literally is like, I will give you my Apple TV like as a family plan for you to do this. And my girlfriend, they sent it to my girlfriend, but they haven't set up yet. But I'm excited to try this.
Yeah. There's a lot of good shows over there. Actually, why should I lie? I'm just going to go play Adventures of Elliot. Michael, where can people find you when not over here listening to the horror show with me?
You can find me on oneofus.net. We do a lot of movie and television reviews. You can also find me on YouTube under Supermaniacs. It's a Superman podcast I do sometimes.
There you go. And hey, if you like the RageSelect podcast, it does take some time and effort. Are they putting Dave the Diver in actual Fortnite? Is that what that is? Oh my God!
Oh God!
Oh my God!
That's horrific.
Sorry.
If you
Patreon.
buy him, you get it. Okay.
Patreon.com/RageSelect. Just don't look at that news. Don't look at that news. Come to the Discord server. Watch Michael and I play all the way through Resident Evil Requiem, and yeah, we actually played a really crazy Patreon game since we're between sequentials. We played it was like a seizure in a can this week.
Yeah.
So go watch that.
Seizures in a cans. They're I don't recommend them.
Anyway, we'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody. Bye.